All right, guys, we're out here at Mid-America Outdoors. We hope everybody back at home is having a great day, and we're ready for round number 4 racing action right here at Mid-America Outdoors.
About to go down today, Joey. We got to watch all this, the qualifying and all the action yesterday. We even got to get on the track yesterday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard story. What's the story behind that, guys?
There's a lot of different stories about it, but allegedly we're professional drivers. You'll see some video footage later.
we have our own class. It's called the royalty class, by the way.
All right, guys, so we're going to kick this thing off. We just played the national anthem here in the park. I'm going to take just a moment and say a safety prayer for all of our racers and competitors and for everybody here and for everybody who's viewing in at home. We appreciate you guys. If you'll please bow your heads with us. Lord, we come to you today, and we thank you for the opportunity to be here in this place, in this moment in time, and for you allowing us to live in this country where we can do the things that we love, Lord. Thank you for all the blessings you bestowed upon us, for everybody that's came to this place to gather here and to do battle this weekend. Be with each racer as they're out on this track. Keep them safe. Keep a hedge of protection around them, Lord. As all these teams and families have traveled here, watch them on their travels back home. And for everybody back at home who couldn't be here or may be impacted by sickness or health or whatever the strain may be in their life, Lord, just touch their life and heal them. And just thank you for all the opportunities that you provide, Lord, day in and day out. Bless us in this moment and bless us every day of our life from here forward, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Man.
All right, guys. So we've had a lot of fun here at Mid-America Outdoors.
The track graphic real quick.
But we absolutely have another show just across the country.
Yeah, it's a big, huge Ultra 4 Series event, and man, that's gonna be so cool. I guess we'll be going back and forth live to that event as we're going live right now here.
All right, so here they come. We're about to see these guys come stretching out from the start line. Look at my man, Carson Vale, out front.
Hey.
He's running my race car.
I saw that. He got that pink car out in front looking good.
Yes, sir. They're absolutely smoking some stuff right now.
There you see him coming down the hill.
Yeah, 100%. These guys are absolutely rolling.
Look at Carson.
So I'm here to tell you, we got to have some fun yesterday. That's my first time taking a real race car around the track, and I got to race the car that's out front right now. And to say that car is dialed is an understatement.
Yeah. I drove the green car. You drove his pink car. We had a blast. That thing, when you set it in a corner, it's going. And right now, he's doing good.
Oh, we may have had one go into the off the side there. He's okay. We're getting over there to him, check on him. No big problems there, but you can see just a little bit of a rollover action, but he's going to be okay. We got track staff in place.
Yeah, it looks like.
In place, and man, they're about to come back down through this backstretch here in just a few moments. What you're going to be seeing is out front, Carson Vale, but he's got somebody chasing him down, Matt.
Yeah, Aliana Baker.
Yep, that is a battle that we see from time to time as they're about to come over the 80-footer, and she's actually closed the gap.
Look at him sell that car, though. Did you see that? He was flying right there. He's trying to rake up some freaking flyer miles with that thing today. Look, oh, right off the side. Look at that.
That is that area is slick. Let me tell you something about that area. We already knew it was slick because the water truck slid as he went to water it earlier. So we're having to water this track differently just due to the heat out here. We've got some high temperatures.
It's steamy.
A little steamy, a little dusty, so we're having to do some things. But Aliana Baker just went big off of the race line jump
Charging
right here
up
before
the
the
hill.
last corner. And when I tell you she went big, she almost landed in the back seat of that RS1. I know what you're thinking at home. There's no back seat, but she was about to make her one.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that I've seen Carson have to work as hard as he has right now to keep Aliana from getting around him. Carson's coming down that hill wide. That's a good. You know, I want to bring something else up. If you guys at home are watching this race, one of the things that we talk about a lot here that you don't even understand until you get in a car and you go down it is the elevation.
Man, listen. Oh, my gosh, I just watched one. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Matt. We just had a Yamaha send it off of the big backside tabletop and went all the way over and off the side of the jump, somehow saved it.
Woo! Look at Aliana.
Already
She just
making
made
moves.
a bump and move. She is taking over the top spot. Carson got a little bit out.
Oh, Aliana.
Oh, sliding around.
Look at the racing action going on right here on the back rhythm
back
section.
stretch is where it's at right now.
So I'm not sure what they were able to see at home. I'm going to give you the rundown of what happened. As they come out of the Talladega turn and they drop down this hill, Aliana did a switch move, went inside out. Carson slid the car wide on his line. She came inside, took the lead. On the very next turn where the cars are sliding off the track, she actually lost control and went wide and back across.
Yep.
Carson capitalized. They were neck and neck as they started the rhythm section, and it appears from right now that Carson had got out front. Now Aliana has passed him again back in the chicane, and she is about to hit the 80-footer right now. She is your leader.
I kind of feel like watching Carson right now. I feel like he may be having some car issues.
I don't know if he's having car issues, but I can tell you Aliana is on rails out here.
Aliana's putting down some heaters right now. She's trying to show us that she wants to take home this big win today, round number 4.
One thing you need to notice is the gap after one full lap, what they've already separated themselves from second, third, fourth. The battle is really, kind of isolated at this moment, but there's a lot of racing left in this heat.
There you see the 401 Chad Mayo charging that yellow Team 360 car coming around, going up the MRT finish line.
Oh, yeah, having a lot of fun out here. Chad's a fierce competitor, racing in several classes. They having a lot of fun, and happy to have those guys out here with us.
One thing that for everybody at home to note right now, what you're seeing, there's a lot of water on the track. It is a hot day here.
Yep, it is hot.
A ton of water down to try to keep the dust down. And the track's slick right now. It's making for some good racing.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It changes how they're planning. You may not be able to see it at home, but we're still close enough where we are trackside. I'm watching tear-offs flying out of these cars because the track condition in these corners, they are actually roosting mud on each other, and that's something they don't always have to deal with here at Mid-America, but it puts a different element on it, and to be honest with you,
it does.
I like watching them slide.
Yeah, I do too. Every time the track is different, the racing's a little bit different, it makes it anybody's race. So that's the cool thing for me from a announcer standpoint is, we've already got this is the first race of the day, and it's already been interesting. Look at Aliana and Kanan.
Yeah, they're getting down, but there's a lot of other racers out here. There's some segmented battles all throughout the course.
Oh, there is.
Looking at right now, particularly back middle of the pack, there's a pretty good battle between two RS1s going on right now. It's a little dirty. I couldn't catch the number on that second car, but they're door to door, been racing hard. They are going to be doing, I believe, 5 laps on all these heats. Is that correct?
5 laps. Should be
Okay.
5 laps, and then the pros will go. Well, you're right. 5 laps in the heats, and then when we go into the mains this afternoon,
Yeah.
then we'll bump them up a little bit.
So this course, if you're tuning in with us, this is your first time. This course is a little over 2 miles long. So if you're running 5 laps right here, you're actually running like 11 and some change mileage in a very short amount of time. I don't know what the stats say for today, but typically, race speeds here, you can max your car out on a couple of these straightaways and you stay moving consistent. There's not really any particularly slow section of this track at all. When we were running it yesterday, I was really impressed with the flow of the track and how it all works. And, man, it's just a really exciting time out here. If you're considering coming out here, please get involved. Come out here and enjoy the sport. Enjoy your machine. Take it to the next level. If you're trail riding and you think you're fast, your buddies think you're fast, come out here, enter. We got a class for everybody.
Everybody. Kids, whatever. We do so much fun stuff out here. It's not just side-by-sides. There's a reason this park is called Mid-America Outdoors and not Mid-America Off-Road. It's a little bit of everything. Yesterday, we got done running the course. Immediately, we blasted up the hill in the side-by-sides and went and did cannonballs in the huge water park here at Mid-America. So that was
Had a lot of fun.
refreshing and awesome. So
having a lot of fun. And so, even if you're not going to race, remember we got Visions coming up. We want to go ahead and start calling that out. We're within a month of Visions right here at Mid-America Outdoors. It's going to be high entertainment value is what I want to call it, because we got all kind of fun stuff planned. We've got some of the top racers in different categories from all across the country, bringing you some extreme motorsports and having some fun. And then, of course, the facilities here, there is nothing that is any comparison.
unmatched. Yeah, last night, we even had the rodeo going on. TK Pro Rodeo's here.
We're going to be in the final round of that tonight for the
Yep.
TK Pro Rodeo. This is night number 3 right here on site. We'll be having fun with that at 7 p.m. tonight, so we'll be enjoying that, and we're thankful for TK Pro Rodeo and all that they do. So we're winding down this heat. Look at the stretch. I'm looking now. Aliana has just separated herself from the competition.
Yeah, Aliana, she's on a mission. She wants to beat Carson Bell, and she's doing a good job so far. Aliana out front, Carson in second. Looks like Chad MAO in the 3rd position on the track right now. There's my man Caden Ellis in that 5th spot. Philbin running in 4th. It's a good race. Starting the day out with Expert NA.
So you got that battle going too right there with Schroeder and Shamlin. They're getting it done back there. You got Cummins. Rimmereed, he's right there. Tyler.
Yeah.
He's back there. So we're having some fun. And Boodle. We hadn't talked about Boodle today.
Looks like there's the checkered right there, so that's a big win. Aliana Baker takes Heat 1.
Yeah, I mean, a demanding lead.
Yeah.
I want to call that a demanding lead. She absolutely laid it down. And for you at home, if we have any female fans, Aliana is a female, and she is a fierce competitor. She is a force to be reckoned with, and congratulations on the success right out the gate this morning, literally.
Big win, setting the pace for the day right there.
Wow, I'm watching them as they're throwing in that corner. Watch him. Bam. They have already created a berm right there as they're coming around some of those last turns as they're dropping in. So when we ran the track, that section right there got me a little messed up in my head. They, from up here where we sit, don't look that big, but those rollers over there are actually 3 and 4 foot drops in between them, and your car is wanting to go sideways as you're trying to stay in that turn, and you're really hooking that car down in there. And if you go too far to the outside, it goes from 3 to 4 foot, maybe to 5. It gets a little bigger.
Yep.
So that inside line, as you'll watch these competitors, they come around, it is important right there, without a doubt.
One of the things that I noticed yesterday about this track too, Joey, and I'm sure you saw it when we were railing around the track, is that a lot of the sections of this track, what makes it so fun is you're carrying so much speed into a blind corner.
Well, you call it fun. I was a little terrified. I'm just kidding. I wasn't terrified, but it's a different race element than any other short course track I've been on, is how much you have to trust your car, trust your timing, and trust maybe your brakes.
Yep.
A few things. If you want to send it in there, you got to know and be confident in your equipment that you're going to be able to handle it when the tires get on the ground, because like you said, it is blind. You could come across one of them and bam, now there's an accident, or bam, something's flown into the track where somebody went off course and threw something in, and you just never know what could be there. So there is definitely a adrenaline factor on some of those blind jumps, but man, it makes for an awesome time.
Yeah, it was probably my coolest experience so far out here. There you see the starting line. We lined up yesterday right there, did our laps, came back and dove in the pool. At some point in time, you guys are going to get a treat with some content we made doing that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, we're excited to show y'all some stuff that we had some fun with yesterday, which we always have a great time at Mid-America. We're about to start another round, but before they do, I just wanted to tell everybody there's also
Listen in with the guys in
another.
Tennessee.
Yeah, let's listen in with our team in Tennessee.
Let's go.
I want to listen in and see what's going on down there, and there's a whole nother feed going if you're not already watching it. Those guys are really getting it done at the Ultra 4 race in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee at Adventure Off-Road Park. All right, we got TW down there on the start line, making sure everybody's staging in. Just for you at home, I want you to all know that Mid-America has grown so much, and this MAO Short Course Racing Series here for 2022 has been turning record numbers of attendance. The staff, Billy Champion and his staff,
amazing.
Absolutely run a tight ship up here, get an amazing amount of racing done in an amount of time where everybody can really enjoy it. I just hats off to those guys.
From Tennessee.
Those guys right there have done an amazing job. And then I want to also highlight that Ultra 4 Racing, JT Taylor and his team, He's got some of my old team down there with him helping. He's got some Ultra 4 guys that are helping him as well. And, of course, JT has been down there all week working on the track, getting everything
JT's the
set
man.
up. And they had qualifying yesterday. Everything ran smoothly. And today they're already deep into their racing. They started a little earlier than we did today, but they're getting it done down there and having a great time. And we appreciate everybody who's tuning in and supporting that. And if you're there on site or if you're watching this later, hey, glad y'all made it out there. You'll never be disappointed. Having some fun with those guys. Those machines are just amazing.
Yeah, if you're at home watching, share the live feed link. We want everybody to get to see this place. This is our goal up here, Joey, is to try to, kind of spread the excitement, the fun, everything that Mid-America has to offer. And you guys at home can help us out with that. So share that link, get everybody to tune in, watch what we're doing, and we're going to have a blast today. We got a lot of racing. 1 day of racing today, so we'll do heats in the morning, mains in the afternoon, and then we're going to have the final event for the TK Pro Rodeo tonight. There's a concert. There's all kinds of stuff going on up here at Mid-America. And it's, you know what? Hey, it's Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend, and a lot of people chose to spend that with us here or in Tennessee, or maybe you're sitting at home on your Father's Day weekend Saturday watching these live feeds, enjoying your family and your children. Hats off to all the fathers. I was made a father about 8 years ago, and it's been a thrill ride ever since. Best day of my life, and I know it's probably the same for you. And man, this Father's Day weekend, we hope it's special, and we hope everybody is just continue to be blessed with your families.
Absolutely. A bunch of rad dads running around the park out here. We got all these 170 kids out here racing, putting in work.
All right, so check that out. Right now on the screen, you guys at home should be able to see the actual course layout, and you saw some of those areas as we were calling them out. We may have even some names for some of these jumps. We make our own names and things, but for the most part, that's how we identify the track when we're calling it out and when we're talking about it in drivers' meeting, and this is how the racers identify it. And a lot of times when we talk about things like that, it just sticks.
Yep.
And it's really cool. That's kind of something that just carries over into all racing, everywhere you go, every format. That's those little names and stuff. I always thought it was cool how those just stick.
Yep. Yeah. You get parts of the track that get branded by someone, and it never goes away after that. When I first came here, I was always referred to the start. When we used to have the start on top of the hill and we'd come down, it's like a roller coaster. I mean, the elevation's so crazy, so I referred to them as the roller coaster hills right there. But there's just, this place is amazing. You said it earlier, the flow of the track and how, everything is just put together, the rhythm sections to the jumps on the backside, the Talladega turn. This is probably the most fun track I've ever ran in one of those cars, honestly. Probably one of the most fun sessions I've ever had in that car, too. Carson's got a couple of great cars for us, and we appreciate Marvin Bell letting us do all that. I think the next thing we should try to do, Joey, is I think we should do some 170s.
Yeah, here we go. I just heard them leave the line. All right, we got them coming out of the gate.
Amateur turbo, it looks like, right now on the track.
Yeah, these guys right here, this is always a good battle. I love watching this class. Like we've talked about in the past, some of these guys are running this class, but that's just because they don't have any racing experience, but maybe they've been riding their whole life, so still a super fast and capable class.
Yeah, there's nobody that comes out here to the park that we would ever look at in the form of saying slower than someone else. They're just different classes, and like we said earlier, we have a class for everybody.
Yeah, we made our own class yesterday.
Yeah, the royalty class.
Royalty class. There was 2 in the class.
2.
Yeah, I finished second. I got on the podium.
Max will ever have is 3. That way we're always on the podium.
Oh, I'm not going to enter the race unless I'm confident for sure. There's no chance I'm not going to be on the podium.
Or, Joey, we just change the podium times and only you and I show up.
There you go. All right, so we got a good shot of them as they are going down all the back stretches in the rhythm section, and they're about to drop in. So this is the trickiest, in my opinion. The section is the trickiest part of the course that everybody's in right now. And what it does is it switches back, and the tightest turn is right there, but you don't really slow down.
You don't. There was, yesterday when we were out there running the track, what I noticed in that section that we were just showing was it's kind of deceiving, right? You can carry so much more speed, but once you figure out where that line goes through there and how tight it is and how to run it. But at first, when I hit that section yesterday, I kind of mashed the brakes. I was like, uh-oh, And then right here, of course, at the top of the hill, too, right there on the start, that corner is very deceiving as well. You can carry a lot of speed, rail through the outside on that. we've always looked at it and kind of wondered how many lines there were up there on top of the hill, but after running it yesterday, we can definitely see.
Yeah, there's two for sure,
Yep.
and there might even be what you may call a middle line. There's
Right.
an inside and an outside, but you might could split the difference, but I don't think you want to be 3 wide in that
No,
situation.
no. There you see him coming around in front of the spectator area right there. Side-by-side battles.
Yeah, they're getting after it now. If you're at home watching and you saw, they started then started again, what that is this is a heat system that allows waves to leave. So there's a first wave, second wave, and if needed, there can be a third wave. And what that allows them to do is for them to start at the same gate, and we do them in stage, and you're racing against your wave, but your time has you seated for the entire heat as well. So it is a little different there, but it's a great system, and it's been working out great. And it allows for some good racing in 2 different sections at a time on the course, is what we're seeing right now.
Yep, absolutely. Going up the hill right there. Vitor out front. There is a great drone shot. Green and Knowles. Lee Knowles, he's been making some moves, moved up into that 3rd position. Now he's going to try to see if he can get around Green. Green's driving a good race right now, and out front, Vitor's driving an amazing race. Flawless so far at this point.
Well,
Lee's going to take that line through the water.
So if you're looking on the left-hand side of your screen, you should see the bracket. It says Amateur Turbo. It tells you how many laps are still remaining, and then it's seeding them down through there. You're seeing lap times, and then you're going to see split times. The split times is going to know your leader. He may be at 2:19. Then it'll show you +1, +3, +9. That's time off of the leader for those waves.
Charging right now, Amateur Turbo Division.
Yeah, I want to call out, too, if
Look
you're
at
watching
that.
this live feed, like Matt said, take a moment, share it, get it out there. Let's get the word out, get the message out. Let's rep for these racers and their families and all the hard work that they do. Let's also rep for all those companies you see in the top right-hand corner of your screen. You should see all of our sponsors flipping through there. And remember, when you need parts, you need products, if you're just shopping for a gift for Father's Day or whatever it may be, check out all our amazing marketing partners and companies that support us. We cannot do it without them here at Mid-America Outdoors, and we are so thankful to have the partnership from all these great premium companies.
Absolutely.
We've got a good battle that's right behind us right this moment.
Look at that
You just
truck.
caught the end of it. That's 1, 2, and 3 right
That's
here.
Lee Knowles trying to get around Green right there.
It is
1,
a battle.
2, and 3. Lee's going to try to go to the inside right here.
So, they're going to come up and go into the turn right now as they're dropping in. This is the trickiest corner, in my opinion, if you're just talking about just a corner. You're already sliding before you even start that downhill that you just saw them go through.
As soon as you tap the brakes coming down the hill, you're in a slide.
Oh, what a move.
Look at the outside move.
Yeah, great moves right there.
Green going to the front right there. That was pretty
Look
solid.
at the Talladega. Oh, my gosh, we're about to see some. Oh, he pushed him off the edge of the track. What a smart play.
Trying to dive under. Look, he's going to split both cars.
Wow. And Knowles, as you noted earlier, he's just waiting for his opportunity for anybody to make a mistake.
Yeah, Knowles is going to capitalize if they by chance, hopefully they don't get together, but he is sitting back there lurking in that 3rd position right now,
I just
waiting
can't get
for his
over.
opportunity. Look at that.
I just cannot get over how good and clean these guys race. The sportsmanship level is unmatched. These guys running a clean race, they want it the right way.
They do. And we talk about that a lot in the drivers' meeting just to make sure, we're having the best racing possible, and these guys are absolutely showing us how to do that right now and battle it out. There you see Green heading up that step up. Vitor in the 2nd position, and Knowles running in 3rd.
Well, I can tell you something, too, also about the sportsmanship level here is we also want everybody safe. And
Yep.
Billy had a great meeting yesterday. You were in the meeting. I was in the meeting.
Yep.
All the racers came in, and he just explained, hey, guys, let's work harder to continue to hold our lines, make clean passes. And you know what? At the end of that meeting, and there was other things talked about, every driver in there clapped. What that means is that's a signal to us at Mid-America Outdoors and to Billy saying, hey, man, we're committed to keeping it clean out here and allowing us to all race and race longer, race safer, and be able to do this long term, and everybody just keeping that sportsmanship alive. And man, I'm just so thankful to have a group of racers like we do. We're just very blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. This is it's an amazing. I wouldn't even call them racers anymore. To us, everybody here's like family.
You know, I've been calling it the off-road family. My background with pro rock racing, we did hill climbs and we did endurance racing, and we actually did short course racing when I first opened Pro UTV. That's what we did was short course racing. And was it anything like what you see today? Of course not. This is way more advanced, way better. But so we have a little familiarity with all that, but we always called that the race family, off-road family. Now it's here, and I found out there's a whole bunch of other families doing the same thing. So now we've just combined everything between a bunch of different companies, and man, I'm here to tell you, the family has grown. We need a reunion. We need a reunion. It's going to be Visions.
Yep, Visions is going to be that reunion. If you haven't already looked into Visions, you definitely need to get on that, because there is, man, tons of things going on for Visions. Come out, we got concerts, we have all kinds of racing going on. It's going to be the place to be in July.
There's no doubt about it. You want to be here, get out here early, get set up with your family. I can't tell you. All I'm going to say is if you're watching live feed at home from Visions, FOMO will be real.
Yes. Look at that, Lee Knowles. We told you he was lurking in that third position.
Oh,
He's
he
moved
made
into the second
Oh, we got a
position.
car
Uh-oh,
down.
who was that?
Got a car dead in the water.
Track crew out there getting it cleaned up for us.
Yeah, so you had Vitor up front with Green and Knowles. Now it's Green, Knowles, Vitor.
That's a big change. Vitor led most of the race here. Now he's in the third position.
Well, you see that number, 1 lap remaining right there. So these guys are they're at the end of these heats. And, you know, it is just a heat, but it is important because that's what seeds you for your gate pick.
Yeah, coming up this afternoon, you want to get...
You want to be on the front row.
Yeah,
that's
you definitely
first goal.
want to be front row.
Front row definitely helps.
Yep.
We all know that. That's simple. That's simple math. And then, oh man, look at that! About to fall off. He's sliding. It is stuck. It is pinned against the trailing arm. But you know what? Look, he is bringing it home.
That's Arcanal. He's gonna keep sending it. He's trying to get that car back in. He wants to finish this race.
Hey man, hats off to a guy with heart. He is not going to quit on that car. He's going to drag that tire all the way around the track.
We've seen it happen out here a lot. Nobody stops. It's all the
we
way to
see
the
it
finish.
with flats. We see it with broke wheels.
3 wheels.
We see it where they sling the tires, slap off. We've seen wheels fall, slap off. And it just goes to show you these cars are still so tough, they can finish with 3.
Yeah.
I seen a guy out here one time, one of my first times coming to Mid-America. He finished the race with no rubber on any wheels. No rubber.
Look at that right there. There's the Arcanal.
Look, sending it.
Still
Airtime.
jumping it.
Airtime with the camber.
Yeah.
So
that is not rear steer, folks.
I know you're into some different things than me. You like the big wheels and stuff, and you know a little more about the camber game. Did I use the right terminology there?
Yeah. You know, I'm not real sure if that one's cambering or towing, but it's doing something it's not supposed to. Stance is what.
I've seen pictures of dudes like sitting on the hoods of their car, and they're like #stance, and their wheels look like they're falling out from under front.
The only problem with that is it's definitely there's an age bracket for that.
Yeah. Look, he has just.
Did he finish?
Yes, he finished.
He finished with his.
Of course, he finished.
Look at that.
Without
there
a
it is.
doubt.
It's showing it still got the wheel on there though. That's impressive.
Oh yeah.
Way to get it done.
So we just rounded out that heat. Look at that right there. We got the recovery team hauling one in. That's the 447 of Stewart. That's unfortunate out there running a lot of laps, but car went down, but doing a great job. Thank you to our recovery team, our track team, and Gus Fisher. He has been out there trying to do 2 races. He prepped Mid-America, him and his team, and then they drove to Tennessee and prepped a second site. So hats off to those guys. I don't know if Gus and his team's listening, but if y'all could hear us all the way over there in Tennessee, we appreciate you and everything you do and all the hard work here in-house and on the road.
Absolutely. I just got a message from Pam. They're watching us right now.
Oh, Pam. She's been down there having some fun. We tuned in. You know, we started out down there.
Promo video for Visions with
And
the
on
track team.
Thursday night, the group of guys does a call. It's called Rock Sports Insiders on Facebook, and they do this group, and we get in there and we talk, and I would listen in on that as Miles and Pam and Brad and Tripp, and then of course the host of that show were on there and talking about the event and talking about upcoming things. They covered some stuff on Visions. And then yesterday, they all set up again, more pre-running in the morning, qualifying in the afternoon, finished that thing out. Everything went smooth. Everybody had a good race day. And this morning they woke up and started doing battle. And I watched some of the live feed before me and you started. What was cool is we were able to sit in the production trailer and we were watching Pam, and now Pam's watching us.
Yeah, now watching us switch it around. But I believe we've been talking a lot about visions, and I believe we have a really, really cool video that we're ready to show you guys at home. Get you all hyped up for visions.
Yeah, let's see it. If they're ready to roll it, we got a few minutes while these kids get out here and get started.
Back on the line.
Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed that little teaser video of Visions right there. That's just some small
Just
things.
a snippet.
That's just a snippet.
Just a taste.
It ended a little early there because we are ready to go with our first 170 class.
Lined up the future right here.
Look how many
racing.
cars
Look
out
at
there.
that.
It just tickles me that we have this many contestants. I'm so proud of these young men and women as they go hard. And you've got some 360 racers out there.
I do.
I know they run
Getting them all lined up. And you know what else we got to do real fast? I want to throw this out there. Kennedy Singleton. She's on the line right now getting ready to go. Yesterday,
I heard.
we heard was Kennedy's birthday. So we want to throw a happy birthday to Kennedy there. You see that pink car and far right taking off.
Yeah, she may even get the whole shot for her birthday.
You know what? Hey, I want to talk about one other thing. Yesterday, when we were trying to find a helmet and fire suit and all that stuff, I got a chance to take a look at Mia Cotto's car in the ARD pits.
Oh, wow. What a
car.
Dude, that candy apple red. Woo.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful car. Every piece on it is powder coated. Look, and Kennedy, it does appear that she did get that hole.
We're going to see as they come around right here.
Yeah, the drone footage, so much fun to watch them from far back, close up, spinning around. You feel like you're just on the track with them. But Kennedy Singleton, definitely for her birthday, we gave her the whole shot.
Yes, we did.
Hey, that's from Uncle Matt and Cousin Joey right there. That's your birthday present. Don't tell anybody we gave it to you early.
Pink car looking good out in front right now.
So listen, I noticed when they came in, they come rolling in a big toter. Well, actually, I'm going to say
a full-blown semi.
Full-blown semi, wrapped up 360. And man, was it great. And then I saw this really cool small one in a video yesterday. You may have seen it floating around online, but there's this little small semi and zooms out, and it's got their semi behind it. How sick was that?
That was really cool. We, it's the little touches. 360 Wraps, one of a amazing park sponsor out here. They do a lot for Mid-America Outdoors. I'm a small part of the Team 360 program, so shout out to all my drivers and everybody out here.
So Beeman, is that Beeman out front in the second wave here? So the second wave's left the line. I'm going to have to look, but I can tell you this.
That is Beeman, 3C.
Beeman is out there, 3C, getting it done. He is very fast. It's always cool to see how the waves shake out, if the fast people are same wave or if they're in separate waves. And all these cars are fast, but there's always, one or two that are really battling it out, and you can see that as we go through. And Beeman is definitely a front runner, but he's in the second wave this time.
Oh, yeah. There's some, it's amazing. I have recently dove into the 170 game with my little man. He's only 3, but he's getting ready to go. And so I've been doing a lot of research on these things, and it's pretty incredible the amount of time and money and work that goes into these 170s. I mean, some of these 170s are as pricey as, they've got as much money in these race cars as a big 1000.
No doubt about it. It's absolutely, it's definitely just as intense to build one of these cars as it is any race car. And these parents, they are protecting their children and they're giving their children the best possibility to succeed. So they're taking it to the limit and building nice cars.
Absolutely. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but right there, Kennedy Singleton still charging in front. Looks like Power in the second position and Shamblin in the third.
Yeah, right after that, it looks like you got Stowers and Caraway and Green. And then that starts that second wave, and that's back where Beeman's leading that. And then it looks like Sides, Kato, Graham, Yoshimoto, and Smith.
Nice running right here in your 170 limited class. Lots of 170 racers out here.
I'm going to tell you, I thought Singleton was going to run away, but she's got somebody kind of hanging with her. So as you see now, as we're getting more stats up through there, you're seeing some of the times jump around. You see how the second wave's integrated now on the scores.
Yeah, you'll see a section where it'll show your time, because that is how we'll actually seed them for the main event.
So one thing about these cars is if you're at home, they are smaller. When the drones are back, you can't even tell because they're still pretty decent-sized cars, but they're still moving fast.
They are flying.
These cars, I think, are probably running somewhere as much as 40, 45.
Yep.
And a lot of these cars are maybe running specialized tires, specialized sprockets.
Suspension,
shocks. We got different classes. You have a stock class, you have a limited class, you have a mod class, and then you also have age ranges within those as well. So that way, that's how we provide entry level for several different classes of young men and women.
Yeah, I think the youngest that we will have on the track that you can be racing is 5, right?
5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I think there's a 6 to 8 class.
Yeah, and for everybody at home too, we want to say one thing: we are not the officials.
Nope,
we're just here to entertain you guys. So if we say something wrong, we're sorry.
We definitely always introduce ourselves as officially unofficial.
Officially unofficial. That's it.
So, just take that for what it is. And you can see right there, we do accommodate. You see them, that shot. Those are the parents. They have radio communication with each one of these kids, part of our safety requirements, and they're able to guide them and talk to them. Hey, if there's an accident, if there's a caution, Billy's able to get in everybody's ear and come over the radio letting everybody know, hey, you got to slow it down, or hey, we're stopping the race, or whatever it may be. Great job, and Rugged Radio is providing a lot of that system.
Yep.
And they are the official radio partner of Mid-America.
Tons of great partners out here. You can see them scrolling on the top right of your screen. Evo, Evolution Power Sports right there. They are one of the best in the game. You see these brands slide across the screen, go ahead and give them a follow. Support those brands. There's 360 Wraps.
Oh, yeah.
Kennedy Singleton still out in front.
Boy, I just love to see her take it for
119.2.
her birthday weekend.
No doubt.
And for her father, for Father's Day weekend, he's out here. They have several kids that race on their team. And what a great family, what a great program. And I just want to say thank you to you for your support with that program, too.
You know, it's awesome to be a small part of something like that. You know, there's so many people out here that are working so hard to just be here, to have, their equipment dialed. And, man, my little bitty piece of this is just trying to help them look good while they're out there doing it. So.
Well, they doggone do look good. I can tell you that. And, man, you got to make a post later. I want everybody to see that truck you wrapped.
Oh, yeah. We'll put it out there for sure. This weekend, it's hard. I don't get to do a lot of social media when me and you are out here because we stay pretty busy.
Well, I just having so much
awesome
fun, I don't stop to touch my phone, to be honest.
Right, yeah.
Guys, when I tell you can go somewhere, this is one of the only places I've found I'm at this stage of my life where I can disconnect from the outside world and stay completely satisfied with my in-person experience. I don't need a phone. I don't need I don't need no letters. I don't need a TV. I don't need nothing. There's so much stuff here. I have no downtime. It's action packed, and every time I leave here, I'm just so fulfilled that man, I just had an outstanding weekend, and
Yeah.
that's what Mid America Outdoors is about, and that's what they provide, and it's a place for me to escape.
Exactly. You're living the dream every time you're up
Oh,
here for
no
sure.
doubt about it. We had a blast yesterday. Where else can you do that? All right, so we just rounded out some of that heat right there, getting all the last cars off, and you're seeing the start line right now where we're getting ready for our next class. So this program with kids has grown to the point where 170s as a collective whole, the entire 170s, is basically our biggest class.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's our biggest class.
Tons of them. We got
Easily our most competitive class.
all the rat dads.
Yes.
Father's Day. They're down there on the track getting them all lined up, Billy and his crew.
Yeah, we need to check in with our teams at AOP. If you're just tuning in, we're telling you that there is another race going on today that's part of the Mid-America Outdoors family, and that is Ultra 4 Racing. They are at Adventure Off-Road Park, South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, really close to my house. I got confused and came to the wrong place. I accidentally drove 12 hours here instead of 1 hour to that one. No, I'm just kidding. I was supposed to be up here, but Tripp and Aaron and Matt are down there assisting JT Taylor and the rest of the Ultra 4 crew that he has brought in. And then, of course, Gus and them, we talked about that earlier. They prepped this area and then got in the trucks, hauled down there, set up another site. So hats off to all the hard work there. And, man, we're just growing. The whole team, the system, the flow, everything's going well. But we couldn't do it without the support of all you guys, the fans, the riders, the enthusiasts, and then, of course, the absolutely awesome group of companies that support us. I mean, you've got premium companies in every category like Ultimax, Raceline Wheels, Rugged Radios, Rigid. I mean, we have some of the top brands, Team 360. I mean, it's just absolutely sick.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. I mean, the best support possible. TMX, you see them up there. Everybody brings another element to the park, and that's what's cool is like having just this. The park is so diverse with everything you can do here, and so is the sponsors. If you come out here to the park and you go into the pro shop up front and you just walk through that place, I mean, there's so many things that they carry here on site, from these brands that are park sponsors. So if you break out here, you can almost go up to the pro shop and buy just about any part you need.
And if you can't buy the part, guess what you can do? You can go rent a machine.
That's right.
Just get you another machine and keep on
Yep.
going.
Joey over here riding around on a Polaris this weekend. He rented up at the front. We had some wheels.
Yeah.
It was going to be weird if me and you had to ride two up on a pit bike everywhere we went this weekend.
But you know what? We would have done it with a smile on our face because, hey, you're not having a bad time
You aren't.
anytime here at Mid-America.
No, this place is the place to be. Look at that. That's a pretty cool shot right there. This is your next race getting ready to go.
We
Look
have
at
a
that.
special guest in the production trailer.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking. Looks like a pretty cool dude. Oh, they left the line. All right. Who is it going to be?
It's going to be the first wave. That looks like Code St. Peter.
Code St.
None
Peter.
other.
Never heard of him.
No, never. No, he is is
Newcomer.
this his first race?
First race.
First race?
Code St.
Psych,
Peter.
we're just kidding. This kid's on a winning streak right now. I think he's going on like 2 years or something of not losing a race.
So he actually has the Benjamin Button disease. He was actually born as an old man. So he was born as an old man, and he's aging in reverse. So the reason he's so fast and so good is he's actually 78 years old. And he's 78 years old, and now he's at the stage of his life since he's in reverse. He's a kid. He's got a few more years until he'll regress back to a baby. And then, you've seen the movie, but that's why his skill level is that better than adults, is because he's actually an adult, and nobody knows that. So that's just a little inside information that I got from the St. Peter crew.
So that explains why I saw the St. Peter rig. It was, kind of all over the road coming down here. Code's driving the toter and the stacker.
He can't see over the wheel anymore. They got some old yellow books stacked in the seat, and they got some wood strapped to his feet so he can reach the clutch. And,
Mom and Tom are in the back of the rig just hanging out watching some TV.
Oh, yeah.
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 Code charging. Beautiful car, that orange machine out in front right there.
Ah, I see. It looks like another Singleton car out there. Is that correct?
That is. We got a lot of heavy hitters out there. That's Blaine Singleton.
Oh, yeah, he's out there having some fun. Ledbetter's out there.
Tanner Thompson. I think Tanner is actually leading the second wave right now.
So Tanner Thompson is a ambassador here at Mid-America and a fantastic sportsmanship with a bright future.
Absolutely. Tanner and his family are amazing. His dad, I get to talk to him quite a bit. They put a lot into that racing program, and Tanner is a great sportsman, a great driver. He's out there getting it done right now.
Without a doubt, and their program is serious. You know, right before me and you was walking over here, they just pulled off. They hit practice, cleaned the car again, wiping things down, pulling it with the four-wheeler, pushing it back in the spot. Don't run it more than you have to. Save every ounce of fuel. Save every little last thing to the last minute, and getting everything perfect. And you know, every 170 team is different. You know, you got people out here just letting their kids get a taste and a try.
Have some
and then
fun.
you got people that go to the level of Tanner and Code.
Yep.
And they're literally maxing out these programs. And, man, it's just amazing to watch.
Yeah, Code's got a bright future in front of him. I'm sure if he follows anything like his dad, Tom St. Peter,
Well, Code
will be off-road racing trucks like his dad soon. Tom just got a new truck built. He's getting ready for Baja.
Yeah, but let's be for real. Every kid out here has a bright future because when you start at this age, man, there's so much learning. They've got such a big leg up on people who are not going to try it till they're adults. They're going to be 12 years ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of these kids right now, you could literally take them out of a 170, put them in a car against me, and they'd smoke me in a bigger car.
100%. I actually have seen that happen to some people, not you particularly, but I've seen it. You know, we've got some people that are running probably at Ultra 4 today. Peyton Dunford, she came out of a 170 and into a 1000 this year. Her dad rides with her, co-driving, and she's racing endurance racing, and she's capable of running short course or whatever she chooses. A very talented young woman, and it is exactly what you said. She got into a 1000, and I was like, well, heck, she's faster than half the racers already.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you said it best. I mean, getting them started this young. I mean, you know, my little man's 3, can't race for a few more years, but my goal is if I can get him a ton of seat time, he'll be ready to go. And that's the same mentality that all these parents did. You know, a lot of these kids, you know, they had some years where they were, you know, on the land or wherever at home running around in these cars, and now they're putting it to work on the track. So it's definitely cool to see. I think one of the coolest things for me is walking around the pits too, just high-fiving these drivers and seeing how stoked they are about being here. And you know, when they go through tech's probably the best time. I see them all lined up and just kind of walk through and tell everybody, you know, good job, and see how ready they are for the weekend. And they're fierce, man.
Well, you know, I saw this morning before we did opening ceremonies at the racer registration with just our racers. You at home wouldn't be able to see that, but it's something that Billy does, brings everybody together, and just another little prayer and setting for them to start their day and officially get in the groove. But all those kids running up to you, Matt, because you do have such a relationship with them, just coming up wanting to high five or give you a hug, and man, it's real special, and great work, you know, building those relationships.
There you see the 63 of Code St. Peter.
Yeah, man, he's on cruise control right now, and hats off. That car is fast. It absolutely smokes the competition, and he drives it. He's not scared of it, not one bit.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Code yesterday in the Lazy River. There you see Tanner Thompson, the 21, on the gas also. So you'll get to see Code and Tanner do big time battle in the main coming up, because there won't be a heat 1, heat 2 or different waves. We're going to stack them all in there together based on their times. Tanner will go from, he started in wave 2 here, but he'll go to probably more than likely he'll be on the first line for that 170 class in the main. So we'll get to see them battle a little bit. Going back to what I was saying, though, we were at the pool yesterday, saw Coach St. Peter. These kids are in the Lazy River having a blast, just swimming around, splashing all the adults, you know, having a good time. They're living their best life right now. I mean, this is the place where they come up here. It's Father's Day. The fathers are over there working on the cars. The kids are in the Lazy River. And now they're out here today doing battle on the track. I mean,
yeah, I mean, without a doubt, these kids – you know, I came in here late Thursday night or early Friday morning, I guess I should say. I didn't get here till like 1 a.m. Kids still out there on their Stasics and on their e-bikes or even their little pit bikes. And, you know, moms and dads are hanging out by the fire or by the grill still at like midnight, 1 o'clock. These kids are playing. Like, man, that just with technology today and how it wraps up a lot of children, it
Yep.
just boy, I got pumped to see these kids outside playing old school
Yeah.
playing, having
No
fun with their
iPads, no
friends. Yeah,
phones.
See you guys on camera, just so
yeah.
you guys are aware.
Yeah, we absolutely love seeing those kind of things. And oh, look, there's
Hey,
us. Hey,
we're back.
hey, we match and everything, and we're having a great time out here. If you can see right over my shoulder right here, we got some of the best seats in the house. We got the hookup. That's how we're able to call the race live. A lot of times when the shot's not on us, we're not even looking at this screen. We're turning around watching this track. That's why they never have it on us, because we're so involved. We get to jumping around, and man, I tell you, it's a good feeling watching these battles and getting to see it live. And you should come out here to the park and
Yeah.
enjoy it
Come
live.
visit. Come be a part of the action. You said it best, especially when our pro divisions start going here in a little bit. We'll do a full-on aerobic workout up here.
And
Get
we're
so
starting
hyped.
to lose our voice by the end of today. So just so you know, and you're watching, there's a lot of racing still to go. So right now we're running all our heats.
Yep.
Then we'll have a break for lunch.
Yep.
Everybody will break for a little bit, and then we'll come back and we will start all our mains.
That's right.
So what they're doing now, if you're not familiar with the system, they start out on rows of 7. If there's more than 7 in your heat, then you have a second wave, and if there's more than 14, you'll have a third wave. I think that we've had a few third wave races the past couple of times because our numbers are getting so big.
Yep.
How you finish in your wave plus your overall time for the heat is how you're seated for your gate pick, and that determines what row and what spot, and so on and so forth. So it is important. These, you could go out here and cruise if you wanted to, but you're not getting yourself in the best position unless you're really pushing it during these heats so you can get the spot you want or get on that front row.
You definitely want to be on the front row, especially on a weekend like this where the heat is, it's a factor. You want to get out in front. You don't want to get all the mud and the water and stuff that we're throwing on the track. You don't want that in your vision. So you're going to see a lot of tear-offs being torn.
Yes.
For anybody on that second row, they're going to have to start. Right now, when you're looking at it right now on the screen, you're seeing these 2 rows, right, where we're going to let that first wave go, then the second wave will go. And so then we'll base that time and stuff. But later on this afternoon, that's when you're going to stack them and send them all at the same time. And that's when that second row is going to have some really bad visibility problems with all the water and everything that we have on the track today.
With the 170s, they're not roosting as hard as the big cars, but when we get those big cars and those multiple lines and they're roosting, it is a game changer, and that alone should be enough to get these people to fight to get to that front row.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'll see that. That's a huge factor. These guys are. This is an important race too. The main's definitely going to be a little bit more weighted. You definitely want to win that main, take home a check, continue to improve in your series standings here for this short course side-by-side series here at Mid-America. But there you see them right now. This is going to be your 170 stock class. So one thing I talk about too is we've seen 170 stock, we've seen 170 limited, we've seen 170 mod. There is a difference in all 3 of these cars. So the class you're watching right now would be a stock 170. These cars are not going to have a whole lot of performance enhancing
They pretty much
parts.
got a cage and doors.
That's it. Yeah, you got to have the required stuff to be on the track, but outside of that, that's it.
Yeah, you're still wearing a fire suit, helmet, Hans, gloves, shoes, all those things. Plus, you've got to have your window nets or wrist restraints, but you've got a cage with a panel and then also a door system that is a positive barrier on your sides. Reason for that is you don't want anything coming in, getting in the door. Maybe one could hop in your lap.
Yep. Yeah.
When we first started racing UTVs, there was a learning curve. There wasn't anything like a UTV out there to race, and we used to let people race without doors and things, and we made adjustments to our rules way back when, long before Mid-America started doing these races. So we learned from the sport as a whole and just take our spin on those things and make a fabulous rule book, and, man, we've had no issues.
Yep. Look at this. Tight racing in the stock class. These cars are all so much alike speed-wise that they're going to be bunched up. There you see a little bit of bumping. It looks like Coates out in front, Cowan in second, Hill running in that 3rd position on the track right now.
Oh, yeah, they're absolutely having a good time for sure.
Going through that Ultimax spillway section there on the back.
Man, what a great class. I'm looking at the number right now. Looks like there's 15 just in this class, and man, that's just awesome.
Yeah, Coates, Cowan, Hill, Medlin, Shamblin, Yoshimoto, Thomas, Vanover, Summerfield, Fowler, Thomas, Hess, Hill,
Yep.
Calligrew. Some new names. We're getting some more people coming out here trying out the park. It's always cool to see when we look at these sheets and just see how far everybody travels to come here and be a part of this series. It's definitely exciting right there. Your leaders, everybody's still stacked in tight. There you see the number 3 of Coates coming through.
Yeah, I love seeing these cars and how they set them up, and it's just absolutely so cool and to watch these kids in the pits work on the cars with maybe mom or dad or whoever's on their team, and you see them changing the tire, or maybe they're tightening something up or checking the steering, and man, it just touches me. I just absolutely love it. My little girl, like you talked about your son, I have 2 daughters, and she is about to turn 8 years old on her next birthday, and we're probably going to let her get in on some of this action.
That'll be exciting. I'm excited to see her come out here. We got to hang out in the lazy river, and you got some really awesome little girls, and so it's super cool to bring the family out here and have a good time. Father's Day, typically me and you come up here, and we don't get that opportunity. We're so busy, and
right.
So it's great now that weather's cool. It's nice. They can go get in the pool and hang out. They're entertained while me and you are working. It's such a great place for all this stuff. So right now, a couple laps left. 170 stock. Coates still leading the charge. Cowan in second. Hill in third.
So I just want to notate too. Of course, you can tell if you've been watching live feed and now you're watching this portion of it. We do not run the whole course with the kids. We do a modified miniature version of it. Just allowing them to have a little tighter race. The course is so big, and 170s being a little bit slower machines, they can get really spread out. So keeping them on this little bit smaller course makes for a little funner experience for the kids. And it also is easier to watch and maintain in the event of any rollovers or accidents. And don't get me wrong, the racing's real. They will bump, grind, slide, flip. We saw Caraway last
race.
Wow.
He three rollovers, I believe, in one race. The last one got him a little good, bumped his head. Dad had a little scare, but he was back out here that afternoon ready to go, and he's back out here this weekend ready to race.
Yep. I asked him, I said, you worried about anything? You good? He said, I'm good. I'm ready to race. I mean, he's already moved past
Bounce back.
Forget about that.
Yep.
I did hear there was damage to his car, though. They had to do some pretty extensive repairs.
Dad, Kobe Caraway, a retired racer now. He hung it up just recently so he could focus on the kids, which I thought was super, super cool.
Yeah.
They all come out and try to do it. It's a lot of work. He's got 2 boys out here, the Caraways, that are racing, so it's super cool to see him putting in that work and kind of taking a step back to focus on the kids.
Yep. Great idea, and the kids just love it. Absolutely love it. All right, you're watching them come sliding in, and so that turn right there that just watched on the live feed, that is where a lot of times on the starts they get clustered up, and that's where we always see a little action right there in that corner. But it's been some good clean racing today in these classes.
Yeah, they did great. They held their lines really good on the start, no problems.
100%.
Coates is charging out in front, 131.
So we still have a lot of racing to go. If you're just tuning in, we thank you for tuning in. Mid-America Outdoors. This is MAO Short Course Racing for 2022. Right here at Mid-America Outdoors, we run in all of our races right here in the house. And, man, Ultra 4, same weekend.
Going on.
We got another feed. It's live right now. South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Ultra 4 Racing. They're probably about halfway through their day or a little better at this point. And those guys down there having some fun, JT and the team. And then, of course, you got Pam and Miles down there announcing live from that feed. Take time to share social media, send it to a friend, family member, let them tune in. Let's continue to grow the sport together.
That's right. 170 stock coming around right now. I think this is going to be the checkered flag. There it is.
There it is. Great job by all these young men and women out here, and there are several girls out here, which is super cool. And right now they're all racing one class, but we also have women's classes as they age up and class up into the next ranks.
That's right. That's right. Right now, 170 stock. Coming up next, we're going to get that 170 modified. I spoke a little wrong earlier and said the class is wrong, so it was 170 limited 9 to 12, and then we ran 170 limited 6 to 8. Now we're getting ready for 170 modified. That'll be coming up next.
Oh, yeah.
Big day today. Bluebird sky.
I just want to take a minute and talk about Billy's watering team. Dust has not really been a factor so far.
Yeah, they've done a great job. And this track can soak up so much water so fast. So they've had their work cut out for them on a hot day like today. They've been throwing down a lot of water. They threw a ton down early this morning before anybody got out on the track. And it looks to me like it's soaked in pretty well and primo track conditions right now.
Oh, yeah. So they pull the kids right here at the start. If you're watching, you're wondering, why don't they start in the same place? I'm going to tell you why. The way that they are and them being younger and the learning curve of how to leave the line, we give them a little more space and control that a little more. But it still allows for a similar start and a very good racing. It's just maybe we had an opportunity to make it a little safer, a little easier right off start by pulling them to the end of those concrete barriers and not having to worry about it. And good move. It's been working out great.
Yep, for sure. There you see TW with the flag in his hand. He's our starting line official right there.
Yes, those guys working tirelessly out there.
Big shout out to all the team here at Mid-America. Whether they work up front, we have this amazing MAO steakhouse up at the front. You can cruise up there. They also have Coconuts, which is a super cool new outside tiki inspired place. Joe,
Don't talk about coconuts, bro.
Coconuts is off limits right now.
Oh man, coconuts can get nuts sometimes. We had some fun in here after the rodeo. Had some rodeo cowboys come up and hang out and check out some different parts of the park.
Yep.
They come up and had some fun, and then of course we had our local patrons come into the park and hang out at Coconuts, and then also we have some new racers and some people that's never been here checking that out. And you at home, if you hadn't been up here recently, you've not been able to experience the atmosphere, the setting that they created right there. And man, I'm telling you, it's just a really cool hangout. And tonight we made a decision to move the band to Coconuts, so we're going to be having fun with the band right there at Coconuts.
I like it. It's
going to be a good time.
Tons of stuff to do out here. If you haven't been here, you're definitely missing out. So if you're at home watching this and you're like,
watch some of our TikToks or
Yes.
some of our reels and videos. You'll see some footage. One thing I thought was cool for the grand opening of Coconuts, the last night, we did the karaoke. You know, if you were here, you experienced it. We did a little concert. Me and Matt and Tripp got a little wild.
That's right.
Everybody had a good time, but we did the nostalgic closing time, and
Yes.
we videoed it, and
Yes.
that TikTok is doing well.
I like it. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
There was a ton of people in there. There was lots of people having fun dancing. It was just, it's a vibe. You know, you go to pretty much any of these places around here. The staff's amazing.
You want to talk about a real vibe, though? I can't wait for Visions.
That's what
That vibe don't stop for about 5 days straight. We're going to go hard. We're going to have fun. It's going to be action-packed. We've got cool things, Barbie Jeep, demo derby, pit bike action, these fun things. Then we have the serious racing. We got high-intensity short course racing. We got Ultra 4 racing. We got rock bouncing, hill climbs, knockout, straight rhythm racing we're bringing to the park for the first time.
That's going to be the big one.
It's wild. We got all kind of stuff. You do not want to miss it.
You don't, and I'm telling you right now, this is one of those events where if you have not already booked your trip and booked your stay, you better jump on that as
Jump
soon
on
as
that.
you
There's
can.
there's still open camping and prairie spots out there, and we can take another 20,000 people. I mean, we have the space. I do think a lot of the hookups are spoken for. You can check on the website and find out for sure. So don't quote me on that, but remember that. So for other events and for next year, go ahead and plan in advance. We're going to do a similar date and things. We'll release that as soon as this event's over. We'll go ahead and start scheduling for next year. And still a lot of other racing this year. All right, I'm going to be quiet because what do we got leaving the line?
170 mod. taking off right now. Who's somebody charging out in front right there?
So we've got two waves here, 12 races, 6 racers each. So it looks like in this class we got Lutz, Flores. What's that next?
Buzecki, Sipes, Green, and I believe Green is leading the charge right there in that blue 75 car.
Now you got to remember, Tanner Thompson runs his car in this class also.
Yep, Tanner does, and you got Code St. Peter.
Yep. So this is a tough class too.
There's Kennedy Singleton.
You got Graham and Coates and Smith also.
Yeah, this is going to be 170 mod. These cars are full mod 170s too. Every inch of what the rule book will allow them to do. These are going to be the fastest 170s on the track today.
Without a doubt. And, you know, in prior races, we've kind of watched Tanner and Coates' car walk out on the others, but the racing is still tight right now.
Yeah, and I believe we're going to see, one of the cool things is you'll see them in different waves. So there you see Code St. Peter is leading the charge in that second heat.
But look who is out second in that wave.
Team
Kennedy.
360. Kennedy looking good.
The birthday girl.
Yep, happy birthday.
Code's cars are so legit, so fast, so well built, designed. Oh no, Kennedy went wide.
Oh,
Oh
looks
man.
like Kennedy had may have something going on with the cars, pulled off the track back there.
So unfortunate, but great driving by that young man who just went around her. What car number is that right there? The white with the green cage.
Couldn't see who that is.
Couldn't catch the car number, but great driving and awareness by that young man or woman.
Looks like Flores maybe.
So we're identifying some of them pulling out. So I want to take note after 1 or 2 laps. Code has now began the stretching process of stretching himself from the pack.
Yeah, Code is about to let that orange car eat. He wants to be in the front. Even if he starts on the second wave, he's going to try to get to the front. He wants to be leading the pack.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that's always like when I go to vacation, maybe Panama City Beach, or I'm going to Galveston or something, and we're riding go-karts. Hey, man, I want to start in the back, and I want to try to pass everybody.
Everybody.
And that's how Code races, and I can relate to that because at his age, that was my only thing was I want to start in the back, and I want to pass everybody. Don't matter what the goal is or the task at hand.
It's more fun that way.
I want to get around everybody.
Yeah.
And me as a racer, I always race better from the back.
Absolutely.
I will race a cleaner, harder, better race. I do not do well setting my own race pace. I normally will crash out.
Yeah. It's fun to pick your lines, to pick through the field, to do all that. You know, it's like yesterday when we were out there driving the cars. It's always fun when you're battling.
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Way more fun racing for the battle.
Yeah, and, you led most of that race. I think I ended up with the win. And
yeah, you cut the track. Don't lie.
Allegedly.
Wait till you see the video.
Oh, okay, so you pulled video. I didn't know it was that serious. Oh, man. So Code St. Peter already into that lap traffic we was talking about. He just aired out that tabletop.
And I want to throw this out there. I'm looking at these lap times. You can see them on your screen. Code St. Peter with a 108. Sides in the second position with a 117.
So what we're telling you is every lap he's 10 seconds faster. So after 4 or 5 laps, he's a minute faster than everybody, which means he's pretty much lapped everything out there.
In the field.
Yeah. But let's talk about some of these other racers. What's some improvement we've been able to watch in these young racers? You've got some of these guys that are having this success, but we're also watching some of these people, and the Singletons will be a great example, really figuring things out.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of really, really fast kids in these 170 classes.
Oh, every one of them out here, you can't count them out.
No, none. And, we're getting to see it right now in these mod drivers. St. Peter, Sides, Green, Lutz, Buzecki, Flores, Jones, Graham, Coates, Smith, Thompson, and Singleton. I mean,
don't look like Thompson came out.
Tons of talent right there.
Thompson may not have come out on that one, and Kennedy didn't finish her first lap, but I didn't even see Thompson. So it looks like we've got 1 lap remaining. I thought I saw him throw it, holding that white flag in his hand at the start-finish, at the MRT start-finish.
I believe you are right.
All right, so Code's coming around. let's see what happens right here.
Yeah. Checkered flag went out.
Pulling off to the side.
Headed up the hill.
Yeah, later today
Great
we'll
drive
be
for
doing
Code.
some interviews and stuff as we got Scott Rain. You saw him start the morning with us if you've
Yep.
been on the live feed since the beginning. He's going to be doing some interviews right off the track, and we're happy to have Scott here with us. He went through some battles to get here.
He did. That couple of canceled flights and then a long, I believe, 15-hour drive from Houston to get up here. So brutal for him.
That is brutal. I've drove from my house to Houston, and that's a haul. And I drove from my house to El Paso, and that's a real haul.
Yes, it is.
I live in Georgia.
One of the hardest things is just how long it takes you to get out of Texas.
You hit Texas, you're like, well, I'm going to be here for the next 14 to 16 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we go to KOH with Ultra 4 racing every year, and we either participate or we're out there to support teams or something. Now we're Ultra 4 ourselves. And that's a long haul, and we have a lot of fun going out there with King of the Hammers, and that was when I learned how to cross Texas properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get on 20 and you don't
You need
turn.
a lot of beef jerky.
Get on 20 and don't turn, and when it says last gas, listen.
That's last.
That's the last gas. It says last for an actual reason. It's not a if you want to grab some gas, we're one of the last. It's no, this is it.
Yeah. After this, you're in the middle of
You're not
nowhere.
going to drive a square body Chevrolet carbureted model 87 and older past that last exit and make it to anywhere. So, you can't even take certain cars down
That's
the
right.
I-20 at that point.
Well, Joey, I believe they got us keyed up. We're going to take a short break, go to commercial.
Let's do it.
Ready for any challenge. Maxxis tires can handle even the most punishing off-road conditions.
There's one.
Maxxis tires. Tread victoriously. Here we are, 20 years later, still making horsepower, still increasing performance, and still making that official off-road sound. Now, we're stretching our strengths and reaching out for more, utilizing our experience with the strength of American steel to fabricate an entire line of HMF equipment designed to protect your ATV or side-by-side so you can stay focused on what's ahead. Bumpers, exoguards, racks, and accessories. HMF off-road equipment improves strength, expands capabilities, and extends reinforcement so you're prepared to get the job done. HMF, equipped to perform.
Oh, yeah, we're back in the house. All right,
Up
Matt.
in here.
All right, so, Matt, tell them what they missed if they're just tuning in with us.
You have missed so much. So you need to go get your snacks,
Yep.
get whatever you need, and you need to sit back down and just stay with us.
Man.
Don't go nowhere. Don't do anything. This Father's Day weekend, if you're going to do yard work, do it next weekend.
Yeah, 100%. So we've got an event schedule we want to show everybody just to keep you informed on what is going on here at Mid-America. This is the side-by-side championship series
Round
MAO
number
racing.
4.
So we're at round 4. So what that leaves, I'm going to do the math on this. 4 more? Is that right?
Yeah, you got that one right.
All right, so 8 minus 4 equals 4.
Yeah.
All right, so the next round will be Visions, and there's a bonus payout at Visions that Billy is going to be releasing this week, so more information to come about that. And then you've got round 6, Labor Day weekend, which is going to be an action-packed weekend here at the park. That's also the anniversary of the park weekend, so we're always having fun there. Then we have October 1st. The weather will be cooling off and having some fun October. That is round 7. And then round 8, the finals, Halloween weekend.
Such a good time up here for Halloween, too. We do all the, Halloween costume contests. You can decorate your pits all up. We cruise around and give out awards for all this stuff. Pumpkin carving. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. I'm looking forward to those races coming up.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get to spend Halloween up here last year, but you were telling me about it, and my kids are already looking forward to it, so we're excited to be up here for Halloween, and that'll be a good time. We hope all you at home can start making plans to get here, get you some campsites, and now there's a ton of cabins. Tell them how many cabins we got out here now.
I don't even know, because when I showed up the other day, it seemed like there was 20, 30 more cabins.
Yeah, they're mating. They're multiplying.
They're just growing.
Yeah, you put 2 cabins together,
Yeah.
and you leave them over there, and they start a little family of cabins, like more cabins just pop up.
Well, I think they're doing it as much, reproducing like fish, because there's a lot of cabins here right now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cabins, and there's a lot of great campsites now. They have worked so hard here in the park to put in all these hookups, and each site has dump stations, water and power, 50 and 30 options, and man, you can't go wrong. Even if you're not here for the race or whatever, it's just a good campground, and in this area, I think it's the strongest one. Hey, I got an idea.
I know what it is.
Tell me what it is.
Are we about to go to Tennessee?
Let's go to Tennessee. Let's take a trip and move across the country as they start. And look at that. Jamie McCoy sitting on the start line, the number 70 car, and he is going to be ready to go. That is JT Taylor sitting right there with Aaron Presley. Aaron thinks he's running things. He's telling people to stop, whatever. We're not real sure if anybody's actually listening to Aaron, but we let him stand up there and make hand signals, and you know what? It makes him feel good. And
on the pole position, Jamie McCoy with Jeremy Dixon riding shotgun out of
they're sending them
Kingsport.
off. So as you see what they do at Ultra 4, they got a staggered start. So they're in a tight wood section, as you see right there, a lot of single track. So each person will pull to the line, and they'll give a space between each car because everything works off corrected time in Ultra 4 racing.
This is an adjusted time race.
Look at this track. Look at how tough this is. JT Taylor out there all week putting in work, making this probably one of the most exciting courses in that.
Number 86 out of Brighton,
right there.
Maybe Jay Shaw in Kyle Cheney's old endurance car. I'm not sure. I'm just going off of a whim there, but looking by the speed, it may be Jay Shaw. He is a former pro rock racing champion. He is a top 5 finisher at KOH.
Next up is going to be the 9th,
if that is him, happy to see him back. First race back in a while.
That's right. There's our buddy Brad.
Oh, yeah. We got Brad and Ginger Kitty right there hanging out. We got names for all of our people, and everybody working hard down there in Tennessee. And if you'll check out the sponsors, we're rolling the sponsors and the marketing partners specifically for Ultra 4. And we appreciate all those great companies, too, and showing them right here on this feed. It's really cool how we're tuning back in and going back and forth. And, man, production team's killing it.
Working.
So Clyde and his team's out there. We appreciate Rock Racing TV partnering with us, and National Rock Racing Association doing a fantastic job in the house there. And then we are also here with our Take It Live TV team and having some fun here in the park at Mid-America. If you're up there by the pool later today, you can watch action right by the pool.
Right by the pool.
100%.
Catch a shaded section up there. Got the umbrellas up. We went up yesterday, hung out for a bit. That thing is definitely my home away from home when I'm here.
Look at that right there. I believe that may be, is that Zonder or Cole Clark?
24 machine right there.
I know there were several people picking Cole Clark because he does so well in the rocks. So we'll just have to see how that pans out later today in the Ultra 4 side of things. But, it's so different. The cars are so vastly different. Let me give you an example. Paul Wolf. Paul Wolf is probably one of the only people that successfully has built a Can-Am car that can hill climb. He can change the shocks and come out here and put different tires and run short course. Then he can put the other shocks back on it, throw bigger tires on it, and then go hit endurance and race all those races and be successful at a high level in the same car. Outside of that, those cars are totally different than what we're seeing here today on our short course cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is a anomaly.
Paul is he's an animal behind the wheel. He likes to win.
He likes to win
in everything
and does a good job at that.
He does.
Does a very good job with that. I want to just highlight the drone team that is on site in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee at Adventure Off-Road Park for Ultra 4 Racing. How great the drivers are in the woods. Look at them just chase these cars through the woods with the drone. I don't know if you know a lot about flying drones, but that is skill.
That's talent right there, yeah, for sure. They wear those. You see these guys sitting around with these goggles on, and they're flying these things so fast. We got them running out here on the short course. They got them running through the woods there, and it's impressive.
Oh, without a doubt. And
great feed for everybody at home getting to watch this for sure.
Oh, yeah. Very enjoyable. Like I said, we were watching it earlier as we watched the EMC classes. That would be your 45s, 46, 48s, stock sportsman, all those classes are going through. And then, right now it looks like we're running this UTV race. A little bit later today, they will end with the big finale, the 4400 class. That is the full-blown unlimited. You bring it, you run it, you go hard, and see where the cards fall.
Yeah, and some of those cars are so cool to watch run. Big power, big suspension. They're making this tough course built by JT Taylor look pretty easy right now.
So the talk was in this course, because there's a little bit of short course and some open driving, but not much. It's limited. The rest of it's kind of tight, and it's rocky, it's rough. This is where straight axle shines, but there's several independent cars that are just been having some really good success. The talk was, is this the first time that an independent is going to take an East Coast race and dominate with all these straight axles and the Miller cars and all of these well-built, well-designed, tight woods racing cars? Can somebody come in there and change the dynamic and show them that it can be done?
What do you think?
I
think it's going to happen?
I think Paul Wolf has a good chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pieces. We have,
So
the track is watered.
So we're still working on watering the track here locally. We've had fun watching Tennessee. If you want to flip over to that, if you take time, like it, share it, get that shared out on social media world.
Yeah.
And we'll tune back in with them later and check back. And we hope the 4900 class has a great race and everybody stays safe. And we'll check back up later. Let's check out some promos for some of our partners here in the park at Mid America and for our MAO Short Course Championship Series.
Back.
All right, we are back. What is sitting on the line right here?
This is Expert Turbo.
Expert Turbo?
This is it.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So there was a little small change in how they run some of these races. It only affected like the first 2 races. I think
Yep.
they flipped
Yep.
those. But this Expert Turbo, I like that it's right here in the middle of our day, because right after 170s we jump right back into a really exciting class, which, not to demean any other class, they're all exciting, but this class in particularly, I really feel like there's some guys right here that are doing some serious battling, and they're ready to move to the next level.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see this one. Austin Dinger, a new face that's been coming up here to Mid-America. He has been driving a great race. Austin Braden, he is a force to be reckoned with out here. Rusty Pipes. There's Rusty Pipes. Is that Donovan Willis?
Yep.
Jeb, who do we got there? I'm trying to. Baroob.
Yep.
Kendra Hoops out in the field. She's ready to go.
Yep, she's out there having some fun.
They got them all lined up and ready. We're about to get to see this Expert Turbo. So as you see, we've moved back to the starting line, the official starting line there you see on the live feed.
So it looks like there's 13 in this class, and I'm looking on the line right now, and it looks like all 13 are present. So we'll be having a full race for everybody's registered in their heats, and that will seed them for their mains.
Yeah.
So if you don't run your heat, there's 2 things that happens. One, you can't win for the day. It's impossible.
Yep.
If you don't run your heat, at least
Gotta run your heat.
start, because the points carry over between heat and main. The second thing, you're never going to win the main probably starting dead last.
No.
You're going to get the worst gauge pick, and you're going to be on the second row. So it is important. Now, anything could happen. This is racing. Everybody could crash, but everybody could break. You could just be really fast. But most likely, if you don't run this heat, you stand no chance in the main. So you got to get out here and mix it up.
Everybody, yeah.
Got to get out here and get it going. I'm hearing on the radio in the background that they're about to release this thing. And look at these cars. Looks like that's an all Can-Am show right there from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars in.
There they go. Charging up the hill. Let's see who's going to get that first spot. Oh, bumping and grinding at the top up there.
You ain't lying. And now this drop, woo, scares me. A few people went out wide right there. So this tabletop, I have a new appreciation for it, because when you're coming down that big bank turn and turning, you're sideways when you get to that.
You are.
You have to pull the car back, and if you don't, it ain't great.
Yeah, and it's, yesterday we were going down that. It's crazy to me how fast these guys go down.
Wow,
'cause
look
when
at
we
the
were
line.
going down,
Look at the lines right there, man. I'm sorry to
Yep.
interrupt, but there's 3 different slides right there. Oh, he is
off the
side.
track.
He's
back
back.
on.
Wow, great job
That's
by the
Willis.
leader. Yeah, holding on to it.
Rusty Pipes in the second position. Schroeder running in third.
Listen, Rusty Pipes totally is one of the coolest dudes here.
Yeah, just his name it does it all.
What was your name last time?
Flowmaster.
I was Straight Pipe.
Straight Pipe and Flowmaster. That's right. That's us.
Listen to these cars rip.
Looks like we got a move on the inside right there.
Second wave is off.
There you see Dinger making the move on the outside.
Oh!
Oh, something must have happened. He jumps into that third spot.
Look
Gets
at him.
around Schroeder.
Did you see what Dinger just did on the little switchback, though?
He got all
He
the
was
way.
inside, but he didn't check up on the brakes enough, and it shot him
He jumped it.
straight over.
Yep.
I thought about, oh, man, if you look
Oh,
at
that looks
up
like
on the
Pipes
screen,
goes off the side on the left. That's going to open the door.
Dinger
Dinger's
is-
trying to get around him. He did.
Dinger making moves.
He's on a mission. He wants to get up there to the front.
Right,
He's
so
trying to
this
run
shot
Willis
right
down.
here, you can see how they're dropping in and out of those things. It don't look like much on the screen, but I assure you, those are 3-foot swells.
They are.
Why are you laughing at me, man?
I just, you use the lake term, 3-foot swell.
I'm trying to relate
I know,
to you.
I know. There we go. But look at this battle at the front right now. So you got Willis and Dinger. They are friends. They're going to keep it clean, but I can tell you both of them want that front position.
Dinger told me he really don't even like Willis. So
Not right now.
no.
Not right now.
Yeah, you think they're friends, but the lowdown, what I heard, he's like, dude, I'm pretty sure that Willis dude took my visor.
Luckily, we did find that.
Just outran the racers with our drone. That's how
Yep.
fast we are. So Matt's actually controlling this drone right now.
Doing it. I'm flying
I
it.
had no idea you had these kind of skills.
Yeah, man, it's a talent that I don't tell a lot of people about. I can really get down on a drone. I'm just excited watching this race up front right now. Willis and Dinger, they're duking it out. Oh, Willis getting all the way out wide again.
I asked Willis, I said, what are you going to do if Dinger gets in front of you? He said, I'm going to kick it like Little League. I'm going to start hitting dingers.
Hitting dingers. Looks like we got Braden leading the charge in the second wave, driving for TMX.
Rusty Pipes, don't count him out. He's still in the mix.
What I'm interested to see is these lap times on the top left of your screen there. So Willis with a 2:19, Dinger with a 2:20. So they are pretty close right there, and that's in your first wave of drivers. I'm interested to see what Braden's running.
Look at the Team 360 on the top of that car as it comes across.
Yeah, fresh wrap for Dinger right there. Representing, flying that
And
car.
what a good shot with the drone. Great work, guys. This is exciting to watch and hope you at home are enjoying it. With that being said, take a moment, share it, see if there's some other people out there may find some interest in it, and let's grow awareness of our sport and Mid-America Outdoors.
I got to point out, look at Rusty Pipes. He's back in the mix.
Do not ever count Rusty down. We saw him make some moves earlier this year from like 7th in a main and finish on that podium. To move 4 positions in a 5-lap race, you are really working.
There's nothing rusty about Rusty.
No,
Nah.
no, not at all.
Oh, Willis going outside.
Man, he better watch because Dinger is just waiting on anything to make a move.
Their lap times are pretty close.
Look
so
at
literally,
this. Look at this. We're about to turn this shot to the drone.
Oh, they're almost side by side going up the hill
So
in
the
that Talladega.
Watch this line.
He's going to go outside in.
Dinger's going in.
Trying to set him up. They're
Not
almost
gonna be
side by
enough.
side. No, touching
This
it all
is
right there.
another good
He's going to do the
switch.
same thing again right here. Watch, look. Trying to dive back inside. Track is pretty slick. I think almost going outside allows you to carry a little bit more speed and momentum through that corner.
I think he got out there in that fluff that time, and he pulled away from him coming out of that slick corner where we've been seeing everybody leave the track, which even Willis at the beginning of this race left the track right there.
Yep. What a great race out front right now.
So there's no penalty for leaving the track on the outside, and even if you leave the track on the inside, as long as you don't advance any position or you get back on as quickly as possible and it's unintentional with no move forwards, no positions gained, things like that. That's how they determine that rule, and I had some people asking me that between this race and the last race.
Braden is on the gas. He had a 2:10. I believe Braden's got the fastest lap on the track right now.
Yeah, so he was in that second heat, correct?
Yep.
Second wave, I should say.
Second wave, yep.
Yeah, and he is fast, always fast.
Yeah, Austin Braden.
And you got some good battles
Texas
going back
boy.
on in there, too.
Look at this, still out front. We got a 3-way battle.
Well, Rusty is inching his way in. As those two guys battle, he's gained a lot of ground back.
Yeah, Rusty is not letting off the gas. He wants to be back up in the mix. Rusty going to try to go inside right there. Wasn't able to make it happen. I'm telling you, the race is not over. This is the last lap, though. If Dinger's going to make it happen, this is where he needs to hit his dinger right now.
100% he's got to make this move. This has been an excellent race. We talked about this class before they started. These are experts, but really they're racing at a pro level.
Oh, a little bumping.
Dinger switching inside. Not going to be able to with the way that downhill is.
Oh, I think Dinger's got a drive right here, and he's going to have the inside. Oh, let's see.
Nope,
Let's see.
he's setting up Talladega right now.
He is. He knows what he's going to
gonna
try to
stay
do.
wide, and he almost had it last time.
Oh, no, I think Dinger's
Rusty
got a
Pipes!
problem.
Rusty Pipes!
No, I think Dinger's got a problem.
I know, but Rusty.
Oh, Rusty slid right in there.
Did. Wow.
What a race.
Now Rusty's in the fluff.
Yep, but look at that. Dinger
Dinger.
pulled off to the side. Bummer for him. I know that team will get that car ready.
I can't be certain from here, and the drone shot was far back, and it wasn't close up, but I think I saw Ninja Stars come out of Willis,
Yep.
take a tire out of Dinger.
Yep.
He threw out some of those little jacks.
Got some tactics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got that. Got a little something up his sleeve, a little trick bag.
Willis driving a great race. That puts Rusty Pipes in the second position. Smith running in third. And look at that. Braden, fastest guy on the track right now with a 2:10. He is absolutely flying. This is going to be big. Braden wants to get up there, get on that front row, and battle it out. You know, Dinger's come up here the last couple times and given him some fits, and he has expressed to me that he definitely wants to beat Austin Dinger. So that's looks like his mission today, and by lap times, he's on rails right now.
The story, really, we hadn't been talking about it because we've been watching that front battle. Braden, I mean, he's just dominating.
Man, I don't know if you caught that, Joey, but there's a battle coming up back here, and they just sent it over the Ultimax Spillway there. I can't see what number that car is, but, man, that guy's on a mission.
Yeah, they're having some fun.
They come through right here. That should be checkered flag.
What a great race
driver
by all these competitors.
Yeah, that was definitely earned by Willis right there. He had to fight the battle, and he held on. Bummer for Dinger on that one, breaking the car, running in that second position, but Rusty Pipes capitalized, moving in a second. Smith in your third spot. And here, after a little bit, when we jump into these mains, that's when it's going to get real exciting, because there will be no more Wave 1, Wave 2. Everybody's going to line up and go at the exact same time. So it's going to be exciting to see that. There you see, headed back down the starting line, we're going to get Amateur Turbo, I believe. Amateur NA is going to be the next one. That will be coming up right after this. Amateur NA, race number 8. And then your first pro race of the day, Pro NA, coming up. We're going to get to see Kanan Baker and Colin Truitt and all those pros running those NA cars in just a little bit of time. That's going to be a fun one. If you need to go and do anything, get what you got to get. Come sit back down on the couch, tune in with us. For those of you at home, that Pro NA is going to be a fun battle. We'll get to see Pro NA and Pro Turbo will be coming up in the order later. Right now, Amateur NA is on the line getting ready to go. Oh, there you see TW getting everybody racked and ready. Big day today. We're only about halfway through the racing order, and then we're going to start it over at the top again. Those will be main events. They're coming up a little bit later. We'll probably take a brief break for lunch, and then we'll be back in action. Expert Turbo just wrapping up. That was awesome. It looks like Austin Braden is going to go to the top spot in that race based on his lap time. That 2:10 was a heater. Closest person to him, I believe, was a 2:12 with Willis, and 2:13-ish with Austin Braden. So I'm not Austin Braden, Austin Dinger. So that was a great Expert Turbo race. Now we're going to get ready for this Amateur NA. Lots more action to go today. Don't forget, big shout out to all the sponsors you see scrolling through on the top right of your screen. If you're at home, Texas Motor Works up there right now. Great partner. Also Austin Braden sponsors. There you see Polaris Adventures. There's a ton of them. It takes all these sponsors to put on such an amazing race weekend out here. So big shout out to every one of them. Ultimax Belts in the house. They're always here delivering the belts and the vibes, making it happen. We got to hang out with them last night at Coconuts. Had some fun, did some talking, heard about some new stuff going on. Always fun to hang out with the sponsors, and definitely want to show them some love for all the support they put in out here at the park. Big shout out to all of Mid-America Outdoors' crew too. No matter where you are in the park, you're going to find someone that works for Mid-America, and they're always going to have a big, gigantic smile. We're always going to have a big time when we're here. So hats off to everyone out here at Mid-America Outdoors, the only place to be. Father's Day weekend. I'm having a blast, enjoying the pool, hanging out with my man Joey. And right now, we're getting them all lined up and ready to go. Here in just a second, we're going to kick off this Amateur NA. There you see him in the gates. I believe it is about to go. TW walking back. You'll hear those cars get up a little bit on the two-step, and then all of a sudden we're going to have a start. Amateur NA. So one other thing to talk about, I know you hear us say amateur NA or expert NA and pro turbo and all these different things. We're talking about naturally aspirated cars, and we're talking about turbo cars.
Yep, so I can tell you I am a naturally aspirated man personally. Not owned a whole lot of turbo things like I have with naturally aspirated, and that's why I chose to get one of the new Pro Rs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's got the new 4-cylinders, naturally aspirated, putting down some big power, and we're excited to see where the sport goes with that new 4-cylinder class and that bigger car.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. The new tech and everything that's coming out and all these race cars, it's just, it's amazing, man. They just keep getting faster and better and better, and we see it out here on the track, and these guys come out here and the ladies and throw down on the track, and they bring this equipment out here. It's pretty amazing to watch.
Yes, it is, and one thing I wanted to talk about too is tires out here. It's not been a factor today.
No.
What's up with that?
The track is, they've been working, Billy and the crew, everybody up here in Mid-America. I think the track is just.
You think you're sliding more than catching rocks?
I think
it's
so.
Maybe a little more water on the track than normal.
Yeah, especially and just speaking to that, we were talking about it earlier. I mean, we're at race number 9. We still don't have dust as an issue on the track, really.
No, fantastic job by the team. When we went out to Prairie City, we worked with the guys out there that run that track and NorCal Rock Racing with Ultra 4. And one thing that I 100% was so impressed with was how the team out there kept their track in perfect condition. Speaking about water and all that, you're in Sacramento. It was 95 degrees, constant wind drying the track, constant heat, no shade, and they did a fantastic job. And I think we learned some stuff in-house watching them work their track.
Yep.
And brought that back here and carried that over into this. And, man, I think it made a big difference in my opinion.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, we're sitting here looking at the track right now, and I know a lot of people were out here yesterday when they were running, when they ran practice, qualifying, like we heard them say, hey, the dust was an issue. Like I had to pull off because it was super dusty. Well, the guys got out here last night, and they did a lot of work on the track, and hats off to them because at this point in time right now, I think this is probably one of the hottest days that I've been here, but the track is holding up great.
No, I absolutely thrilled to see the condition, and we all get better. It's just like anything. The more you do it, the more you learn.
Absolutely.
The better you get, and it becomes a system. And this MAO short course championship racing series and Billy's program and Gus's track team and Jason's oversight and Mid-America as a whole has just getting more and more defined. All right.
Go. Amateur NA shooting to the top of the hill.
This class right here, probably easily one of my favorite classes just for the fact of these are the new guys, but they are hungry. Boy, are they hungry. Oh, look, is that Bree Seek out there?
I believe it is, and we got Watkins. So right now it looks like Boyer, Watkins, and Klink all running in your top 3 right now on the track. Seek in the 4th spot, right up there too.
Yeah, so it looked like the 237 of Watkins, Josie got out there.
Did, yep.
Got out there and took that lead over. We'll see as we come through these different sections as our scoring updates and changes there. But a great job off the start. Another good clean start. We've had a lot of success with clean starts today, and thankful for the safety. All right, wave
Comes
number
the second
2.
wave.
Who's that, Van Beekum?
It looks like Van Beekum. Who is that sliding?
I don't know, but they come from the outside. So Van Beekum
Looks like green.
Oh, it may be. Van Beekum, he looks like he's always ready to have a good time, man. That kid's got a good future too.
Oh yeah, that car, we'll never miss that American flag car. He's definitely proud of the country he lives in.
Look at my girl out here running out front, just selling those tabletops.
Yes.
Holy
Watkins
cow.
showing us how to get it done in that wave number 1 that took off. So you got Watkins, Boyer, and Klink, 1, 2, and 3 in that wave number 1. But Watkins is, man, on a rail right now.
Without a doubt. Now, remember, I'm always a huge fan when Bree gets up there and they go toe-to-toe. They're friends, and their cars are very similar and fast. So don't count her out in the 437. All right, you got them coming around on the back side of the track right now. You may not be able to see it at home, but they are back there coming through the switchback, about to hit the 80-footer.
There you are coming down the hill.
Oh, what a save right there. Man.
That's that downhill section we were talking about.
You know, but, oh, wow, we just had a roll over. Everybody.
Back on all fours. Let's
Hey,
see if
go,
we keep going.
go,
Oh,
go.
look at that.
That's what we like to
Watch,
see.
you got it right there at home. If you're watching that, that was awesome.
Two barrel rolls back on the tires, never even checked up, back in the throttle. What a race we are having out here. Only lost one position.
Only lost one spot, yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to pass somebody.
That just shows you right there the fight. That car flipped over. They were not worried. They wanted to make sure it was still running, mash the gas.
Not only that, just how durable they are.
They are. They're tough.
Absolutely fantastic cars, purposely built to withstand the safety aspect and the physical demands of what these racers are putting these cars through.
Now we've got Medlin running in the second position. Watkins still out front leading the charge.
All right, we're going to an instant replay. Watch
Look
this.
at this.
Boom, boom. It's almost a third
Hey.
roll. It was 2.5.
Yep.
What do you give that on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you score that
I'm
at?
going to have to give that a solid 8.
Yeah, that was an 8.5 for
Yep.
me. I would have liked to have seen a little more airtime, but I think that it was a solid 8.5.
I'm just super impressed that when that car hit all 4 wheels, there was zero hesitation. The gas was back on, and they were back in the track.
Well, one thing I want to note by seeing that replay, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Bree Seek just sent that 437 car and made a pass in the air off the tabletop. Let me get back to what I was going to tell you guys. When we watched that instant replay, what I was actually watching was to see how it happened. That was still clean racing, guys. Don't get any misconceptions here. That was a line that got shut down, and they brake checked it. That car was turning sideways. The car behind it was going to try to go inside. That was unavoidable, and luckily, everything went fine. They're back still racing, and good racing right there.
What a shot. If you're at home right now, these drones are providing some of the coolest angles right now if you're watching this on the track. Some great battles going on right there. Look, we got Seek.
She's moved up there.
Watkins, Josie dropping back.
Yeah, something's going on. She's been battling.
Looks like Ryder Van Beekum. Looks like he's out too, top of the hill.
Yeah, I see him sitting up there. A medic came over to check on him. Everything seems to be fine, just waiting on the race to end. But happy to see Seek carrying on, pushing through.
On the gas.
Yeah, always. Always.
There's no question about that. We've called a lot of these races, and Seek is always showing us how to get out there and do battle and keep that gas mashed to the floor.
So just like what we talked about earlier, we just witnessed it right here. Seek was middle of the pack. We were talking about don't count her out, and guess what happened? Beacom drops. Watkins drops. We have a rollover. We have a lead change. We have all these things happen, and the whole time, Seek staying the course.
Yep.
Doing what she does.
Driving her lines.
Meticulously driving her lines, holding her lines, making her moves, and staying in the gas. And, now she's podium.
It's a good place to be, too. She definitely wants to get the best starting position for the main coming up later. So
100%.
fight through the field, get up there at the front.
And protect the car. She gets out there now. She's got a little comfort. She don't have to push the car. She did it early on in the race to get to where she's at. She's about to cruise into a top 3.
You're exactly right. So right now on the track, it looks like Medlin still out front and charging.
Yeah, without
Zeke
a
in
doubt.
second.
Yep.
And it looks like Hill running in the third position.
I just noticed there's another race car pulled off. I don't know if it's back there in the back. You see it?
Yep, I see it.
Whose car is that?
Cannot tell from here.
Take your drone and fly it over there and see
Let me fly my drone over there real fast and figure out who this is.
who it is.
I need to improve my drone skills where we can get food deliveries.
Look how cool it is, see that little kid, that little tiny fire suit.
Yep.
He can't be no more than 6 or 7 years old. He's about 2.5 foot tall. He's struggling to walk with the weight of his fire suit, but you know what? He's smiling from ear to ear.
Having a good time.
Having a great time.
See green coming through, white flag.
Just saw Seek come through that downhill and over that tabletop. She's continuing to battle. So I'm looking for Watkins. She off the track completely?
I do believe.
That may be who we're looking at
No.
back there, and we can't tell.
Yeah. That is definitely way back there in the back section.
So just so y'all know,
Joey,
Straight
it's
line
too
for us.
early in the morning for this yawning thing.
man, I'm getting relaxed. The breeze is nice. The
Yeah.
sun's out. I'm so relaxed watching this awesome racing right here. And just so
Front row
y'all
seats.
know, even though we're here in person, we may look like we're close to the track. We're about 100 yards from the edge of track, and where we're talking about the other end, it's a straight line right at a mile if you were to just walk.
Yep.
That's probably 3/4 of a mile away from us right now. That's how big and vast this track is. You can't appreciate it from the house. That's why we keep telling you, you got to get out here and come to Mid-America Outdoors.
Now, what are you waiting for? That's what I'm curious.
Yeah, it reminds me of that song from 50 Shades of Grey. Just sing. Can you sing that little clip?
I don't know
It
it.
says, "What are you waiting for?"
I don't know
I just hope he's gonna hit that high note.
it. I'm saving it for coconuts later.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
know what?
Karaoke.
We got the band later, and then I heard we're gonna be karaokeing after.
After.
And closing out this weekend for Father's Day, and Fathers Sing Free is what I heard.
All the fathers, come on down. We're-
So listen,
Joey.
as soon as this race is over, you know what I'd like to see?
Some rodeo highlights.
I'd like to see a rodeo highlight.
I think so.
Could you put something together for me, Matt?
Let me see what I can do here.
I need
but-
you to get it ready in the next maybe 30, 40 seconds. I'm about to pull these cars off the track, and I want you to put together a little promo.
You get the track cleared, and I'll get the promo video ready.
All right.
Because it got Western last night.
Yes, it
It's
is.
going to get
Literally,
Western again tonight.
We say that when a bunch of different things happen. We call it Western or something, but this was literally
It
Western.
was literally Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wore our cowboy attire.
Well, you
did the best you could.
I did the best I could.
I got something even more special for you tonight. I'm going to bust that on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're already calling you 2 chains now. I only got 1 chain. Now you're 2
Tonight
chains.
I'm going a little George Strait with you. I'm
Oh,
going to throw the
man.
Wranglers on and do the white buttoned up. And, yeah, I'm going to do a little something different. And, you know, if you're out there, come by, say hi to me, and we'll take some pictures.
Cattle on the thing, we'll do the rodeo.
All right. Check it out. There they are. And we're going to
They're
throw
down there.
you.
This is live.
Yeah, live. They got the everything set up. It's ready to go.
Yep.
The all the bulls and the horses and everything are just
The bucking
enjoying the
stock.
break right now.
Look at this. This is last night. This is some footage from some other rodeos compiled. We've had a lot of fun. We've done bullfights here. We've done the bull riding here, and it was a great show by TK Pro Rodeo last night.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. And you know, I like to think me and you are really good announcers, but man, these rodeo announcers, they sure are entertaining. Woo! I think I got that one on video.
Yeah, they take it to a whole new level, and man, everything about TK Pro Rodeo it's in the name, pro. They're the real pros. They run the IPRAs out here in this region of the country. I used to do a lot of rodeoing in my day, worked with a lot of different sanctioning bodies and a lot of different rodeo companies, traveled this country, north, south, east, and west, and TK Pro Rodeo is one of the most outstanding outfit of people that we've ever seen, and happy to have them right here local to us and partnering.
Yes, sir. They put on a great show. They're getting to see all the. Woo! Look at that.
Yeah, we'll have a couple thousand extra fans come in just for the rodeo on Saturday night tonight. We did the slack on Thursday. We had our first portion of the show last night on Friday. Tonight's the big finale of the rodeo and our race event. We'll check back with that later, and y'all come check it out. All
Joey,
right.
do you see what I see on the starting line?
Is this a pro class?
This is the pro class.
Oh,
Pro
snap.
NA. What was your dead giveaway? The white Baco racing car?
No, because he's really actually like a mediocre. If there was a mediocre class, Kaden would be like the spokesperson for it.
For the mediocre class?
Yeah, and maybe we could just make a mediocre class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
his car's not
I'm
mediocre.
just kidding. You know,
right?
I'm completely kidding.
We love the
He is a
K-Man.
fantastic racer and a bull rider. We saw that last night. He
Yep.
rode the mechanical bull
He did.
for the full 8 seconds and beat Cash LaCroix in the short go.
Well, I can tell you right now, we're about to get to see some battle, and I know Kanan and Colin Truitt are going to get
So what
after
row
it.
is Colin on?
Let's see. I'm trying to look up. It looks like Colin's going to start in the second wave.
So they're not going to be in the same waves, which means we'll have to wait to the main to see them battle.
It does look like, though, that Colin and Kyler Holcomb are going to be in that second wave together, so that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be the match. So let me tell you about Kyler. Hess Motorsports coming up big for Holcomb.
Huge.
Listen,
Huge.
he was in a situation where he was running out of time, and he needed to rebuild the whole engine of his car, is what I heard. And this is just what I was hearing hanging out with their race team. And Hess Motorsports stepped up and said, look, we're going to come in hard for you. We want you to go out there and do what you do. We're going to take care of helping you get this thing done. He said that they were fantastic to work with, and that Hess Motorsports builds a fantastic product. He said the car is ripping harder than ever, and he is ready to run.
Yeah, last race we were here, we saw Kyler, kind of was going through those car issues on the track, caused him to not get the finish that he wanted to. He's run a great season.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so I'm super happy to see him back out there, that Kenny Bobby Racing team, along with Hess, making it happen and getting him on the line and here this weekend to race. So
and he
big shout out to
sounded
them.
he sounded super relaxed when we were floating the lazy river with him yesterday.
Yeah, he's just
Super
here to have
relaxed.
a good time.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? He said, I trust Hess, what they did with the car. He said, I trust my team getting all the other parts prepped and ready. He said, and I'm feeling good about how I'm handling the track. And he's just ready to do battle. And there was really no reservations in his tone or his confidence level. And I expect him to come out here and throw down.
That's right. Rimmer Reed's in this one.
So listen, last night, do you remember when we left Coconuts? What we did? We rode through the park. You remember what we saw? Colin Truitt's team.
We did.
What were they doing? Do you remember?
I don't.
I believe that. But what they were doing was putting a transmission in Colin's
That's right.
car.
I remember that.
After midnight.
Yeah.
And I hollered and I said, hey, guys, you got a race tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Mitch walked over and I said, where's Colin? And Colin popped up. He was underneath the car trying to get the transmission back in. And they had it. They were wrapping it up. So just goes to show, you got to bring the parts. You got to bring spares. You don't know what can happen. One bad case out here and you've cracked the transmission.
Totally.
In the transmission, you can put all the fluid you want in it. You won't make 5 laps on this course for this distance with a cracked transmission.
Nah. So here we go, Pro NA.
All right.
The first wave is on the gas. Looks like
Kanan's poking in there.
Kanan trying to get the whole shot on the inside.
So he checked up and held them at bay right behind him.
Yeah, that was a smart little checkup right there for Kanan to give himself just a little bit of breathing room.
Oh, we got a little contact.
Oh!
Start by all these guys. They're staying real tight.
Kanan in that white and gold Baco racing car.
I just want to take a second and tell you guys.
Hey, Jeb Boodle, second spot. Watch that 41.
That 41 is fast. But listen, I want to just tell y'all, the track looks so good with the grass growing in. We've been doing a lot of work around here. We got grass coming in. It's starting to look like the track of dreams.
Yes, it is.
Paradise out here, green and brown.
Are they going to get you to mow that?
Yeah, wave 2. Colin Truitt tucking his nose out there first.
Kyler Holcomb right in the mix, too.
Kyler went inside, and he's going to switch with him right here. Watch this right here.
Kyler's trying to go a little bit inside and then get on the gas.
Yeah. Kyler's holding in there. Is that Van Beekum right behind that?
That is, I want to say that's
Colored up like a Beekum car.
looks like, yeah, it does look like that.
Oh, what a move! It didn't work out, but that was a slick turn by that RS1 right there, trying to go to the inside of Robbie Bobby. So Kyler Holcomb.
Look at Kanan.
Oh, we just got a good somersault over the 80-footer.
I see it.
All right, we got to get him out of that position. He is in a position where if they come over that jump, all right, we got him off the
Back
track.
and
Great
roll.
job.
Look at these cars today.
Look at this. He is spinning out. I am in love with the endurance factor of these cars and these racers. He took a 80-foot somersault tumble, and he's back on the course right now fighting. Who is that?
We'll see here in just a second. I can't tell who that is, but what an effort.
Yeah.
I mean, wants to finish the race, wants to get some points.
Yep, without a doubt.
Kanan Baker charging
Right.
up front, looking good, coming down the hill.
Kanan's moving fast, but you got to remember, Colin's in a different wave too, as well as Kyler. So Kanan could win his wave and still be behind both those guys.
Right. We're going to see Colin right now. Looks like he's on a mission.
All right, there's the replay right there. Oh, man. The replay was of the rollover we were talking about. Great job by our in-house production team showing these replays. Really cool that we're able to give you that technology now at home so you can see what we're seeing and enjoy it multiple times. All right, looks like we may have something going on the back side of the track. We're trying to get over here and see what's going on. I see people
like,
heading that direction.
There's 41. Looks like Jeff Boodle had a spin out right there.
Yeah.
Colin Truitt still leading the second wave. Kyler Holcomb running that second position. Kanan Baker. And there's Rimmereed in that first wave running in that second spot.
Yeah. I love
The
it.
Ensign in the third position.
These guys are, I'll be honest, Colin is not able to keep extending that gap between Kyler. He is kind of holding his own, just kind of, he's out there, but he's not really stretching it no more.
You mentioned it earlier, though. Colin could for sure be trying to save the car for the main with all the work they've done on it. He's got a nice gap. His spotter's probably telling him, hey, you got room.
You're going to get one of the first gate picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, could very possibly be something like that. But I can tell you the fight's not over because that second and third position, Kyler Holcomb's doing everything he can right now to stay in that second spot.
Yep. And I'm sure Kyler, he's
Ensign.
loving that he's out there with this new Hess Motorsports engine that just got built, and he's able to push the car.
Yeah, absolutely. This is helping him really.
He's not
There
babying
you
nothing.
see. Look at Ensign trying to blow out the top side of that corner.
That was a really cool shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Kanan Baker out in front.
So something's happened. Kyler just pulled away from third place. I don't know if he third place lost to Axel or what's going on. But in that second wave, they were
That's
necking.
Hess. Oh, that's Van Beekum. Sorry.
That was Van Beekel. Something must have happened because they were nose to nose for most of this race.
You know what it is? I think Kyler finally just hit his break-in period.
Well,
Now he's on the gas.
Colin has, like we said, maintained that distance to keep that buffer. He is probably just trying to race with Kanan Baker at this point because they both got clear track in front of each one of those waves.
We're going to get a look up here and see 206's Colin Truitt with a 202. So a 206 from Kanan Baker, a 202 from Truitt. And let's see what Holcomb is running on lap times. He's on a 206. So fastest person on the track right now is definitely going to be Colin Truitt. Colin has got, I think he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder from last round. He wants to come out here and check out and get this win.
You know, he's had some tough luck between wrecks, his shoulder. He had a bad run at Ultra 4 at the 918. You know, just different races.
Hit a deer on the way here in their big rig.
Yes, they did. Just all kind of obstacles, but he hasn't quit. He never quits. And his program is a serious program. He is a factory-backed racer, Polaris Racer.
Yep. You know, it cracks me up every time Kanan Baker comes by here. Kanan Baker, one of the youngest pro drivers in the field, if not the youngest.
Yeah, one of the youngest pro drivers in the world.
Yeah, and he is, you know, you can see him in that cool-looking white and gold car there, but it looks like he's so relaxed in the driving seat every time he comes by. It looks like he's just out for a Sunday stroll.
Well, I can tell you what's in the back of his mind, and you probably already know what I'm about to say, is he's got this year to have it to himself, but his sister will be whooping up on him in this class next year, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's going to have some competition coming soon.
Yeah, she's fast. We saw her battling with Carson Vale earlier today, and whoa, fast.
Super, super fast. Both are very talented drivers. They both race a lot of other, you know, different types of racing too. So busy family, that Baco racing team. They're always on the move. And, you know, that's, you know, one of the things I think that makes them so fast is they get so much seat time, you know, and they got great machines, great sponsors. J.D. Baker and his wife, one of the funnest couples out here at the park. Great kids. They're ambassadors here at Mid-America Outdoors.
That's right. All right. So
I can't tell, but it looks like Kyler Holcomb's got a flat right rear.
That Honda that's moved in, the green Honda, I believe that's Hess.
Yep.
Factory back rider also here from Honda.
Yep. Green Honda Talon.
Of course, Kyler Holcomb, though, leading Hess in that second position of his wave in a Yamaha.
Kenny Bobby Racing Team. There is Kanan Baker. He's going to take the white flag. There you see the 43 of Rimmereed.
So they've been having some success, and I think he had some big success in his big truck. The Rimmereeds did.
Yeah, for sure. That was an incredible race. We posted some stuff up on Mid-America's, giving him a big congratulations after that, because, you know, I think the coolest thing about that whole story was the adversity. And then he came back and won the whole thing. You know, he had some issues, didn't make any big deal about it. They just kept working and fought hard, and, you know, ended up taking the overall win.
And, yeah, great job. And that's a program that's going to continue to grow. And he's partnered himself with the short course industry with people like Johnny Greaves and CJ.
Yes.
And learning and working with those guys. And that's what you got to do. You gotta have mentors. You got to have a support system.
Getting some waves from our fan down here, Scott Champion.
Yeah, we got a fan base down here. He's down here, you know, cheering us on. We appreciate that.
Yeah, Scott's our, he's probably our biggest fan. Sometimes we have to, like, you know, hide from him.
I wore his helmet yesterday. You'll see in the video later, and we had some fun with the helmet.
We'll get to see Scott coming up here in just a little bit in that Pro Turbo division. Kyler Holcomb just trying to hold on with that flat. Hess got around.
I hate this on the last lap for him. He's had such a great race.
You can guarantee, though, Kyler's going to be that driver that's going to start on the second row in the main, and somehow he will be at the front of the pack as long as he can keep all four tires aired up.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yep.
And he's still doing good in his wave right here. He's going to be fine. It's just not going to be where he wanted to be.
Right.
All right, there's the checker.
Flag, Kanan Baker.
Yep, checker just went out for Mr. Kanan Baker. Second place coming across right behind that.
Yep. Colin Truitt still the fastest man on the track right now. Got a few more corners, and he's going to take that checkered also. He'll be leading that second wave. There you see the 43 of Rimmereed taking the checkered right now.
All right.
Pro NA. Guess what's up next, Joey?
Women's.
After this race, I'll let you know.
All right, Colin Truitt, second wave coming through, going to catch his checker flag, and we're going to see if it bumps him all the way to first, and it does.
That's right.
Colin Truitt is going to be your fastest qualifier in this heat.
Looks like we got Vet 40 Plus Turbo and Vet 40 Plus NA.
Oh, I thought we were ready for some women action.
That's after. Well, we got Youth 1K before then, and then we bring the ladies out. Got to give it up for the ladies.
Oh, 100%. And that Youth 1K class, boy, that's a competitive growing class. Sean Hess second in that heat, coming around. Third was Barnes, I believe. Yeah, I believe that was Barnes. And then Kyler, unfortunately, got that flat. He held it in there, and he's going to finish. So Kyler coming around and finishing in the 4th spot of the second wave. All right, so I hear we got an interview. Who's out there? I think we got Scott Rain. Let's see what he's got to say and see who he's with.
Hey guys, we got Dana Baker down here. Top hill, off track. Mid-90 temperature, high humidity. You now barely any sweat whatsoever. How did you work on them?
It's a lot of dirt, and I keep my head up and just take it as I can.
What kind of home did you take from this out there in the track to main later this afternoon?
No, they're job keep back. That's not somebody at the same time.
Nice, man. Kicked some big last time and 14 this afternoon.
Thank
you. And good back Aaron E.
All right. Well, thank you, Scott, for that. And he was hanging out with Team Baco.
That's right. K-Man. Kane and Baker.
Well, we're excited to see how that main's going to turn out for that class. That was a good double-waved heat right there. And what do we got sitting on the line? The Bet Plus 40 Turbo and NA.
That's right.
So they'll release the turbo cars first, I believe, and then NA will leave behind that in a second wave. Is that correct?
Yeah, that should be the way they do it. They like to keep them separated, but you'll see real fast that some of these vet guys are going to get up there and mix it up in both waves. Because don't let vet fool you. Vet just means
sandbagger.
Yeah, sandbagger. That's what I would say. That's great. Novice for life.
And novice for life, if you know that term, you know if you look in their Urban Dictionary, has Chad Mayo's name beside it.
It does.
Yep.
It does.
So, but you know what? Chad, he wears it well.
Yeah, yeah.
And he also wears his
wife's race suit.
Very well.
Very well.
We heard that last time.
Yeah.
So, you get some stuff at Mid-America, some things go by the book, and then sometimes you just got people like Mayo, and they just wing it.
He's just out here living his best life.
100%.
Getting ready to go. They got him lined up there. You see him on the line? TW, the man in yellow there.
I like to call him T-Dog.
T-Dub.
Yeah. He has a fast pit bike.
He does.
Man.
I feel like he's got a V8 in that thing.
Yeah, the MV4.
It is. It's super fast. We got 190s. He built a KLX, and I think that thing eats our lunch.
And he wrapped it up sweet too, didn't he?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
I love his mountain theme and all this stuff he does. Yeah,
it's
really
legit.
Nice.
He let me ride it, which is a mistake for him. He didn't know it. But when you let me ride things, you're putting it at an extreme risk.
Yes.
So if you're an insurance guy and you think about risk management and things, and you think about, I'm going to let Joey just ride my dirt bike, probably not your best choice. You should deny that opportunity.
We gave a fair warning yesterday to Marvin Vale, and he was very trusting too. He still sent us out there in those cars. But man, how much fun did we have?
It's great. I mean, the cars are flawless, and the Vale team, they're just absolutely amazing. All right, who got it?
That looks like amateur NA. Uh-oh.
Boy, these cars are loud. These NA cars just got a totally different sound.
There's Caden Ellis's car. The Doomswell sponsored 84 machine. That's actually his dad. Robbie Ellis is out there right now battling it out.
And
if you remember, Joey, when we were out here for Memorial Day round,
Yes, sir.
Robbie had some issues with his car. Turbo caught on fire.
That's right.
So he is still running Caden's 84 Doomswell sponsored machine.
So we talked to him last night a little bit about that, and what happened is he had an issue with the turbo.
Yep.
He'd bought a turbo to be ready for this race. Uh-oh, here comes second wave.
Ooh, look at Mayo trying to dive in there. He jumps right into that third spot. Takes that inside line.
22. Is that a Remoreed car?
I believe it might be. About to find out. Look at,
That's Daddy Remoreed, isn't it?
I think it is. We'll get our scoring back up on the live feed here in a second.
What I was going to say, though, is he had a turbo that was messed up, and then he had to end up getting another turbo. That one was messed up. Got a third turbo, but just didn't have time to get it together, so he's racing that car. What's on the side of that car?
It says Max Racing.
Okay.
Max, one of the guys that builds a lot of really, really nice cars. That's his old car. Caden picked that thing up, and as an honor to Max, when his dad passed, he left the car all wrapped with the Max stuff on there.
Oh, how cool is
So
that?
super, super awesome. Caden Ellis, stand-up guy. We saw Caden get a big win last time. Robbie's out there right now in his car, showing us how to get it done. There you see that second wave in the back section of the track right there.
That second wave's a full wave, and it's still pretty tight after half the track is gone.
It looks like Boodle leading that second wave, Mayo in second, Remoreed in third. And then you got Pipes, Murphy, and Ellis, 1, 2, and 3. In that first wave of drivers out there on the track. What a view. Look, driver getting off the side right there, going
Yeah,
into
a little
that
bit.
Ultimax spillway.
It's tricky right there. It's deceptive because you're coming off of all those long straightaways and big jumps, and you're moving fast. It doesn't look like it turns much, but it's actually blind. It actually drops and turns pretty good to the left. It's just hard to tell. Looky here as they're coming back around. Look at Mayo. So
Mayo's on the gas. He come down that hill flying right there.
he's still getting adapted to this RS1, correct?
Yes. So he's done a lot of changes. He's got a completely new front end. Everything on the front of that car was just replaced. Oh, big bicycle coming down the hill right there.
I save.
Yeah, so he's still getting adapting and figuring out this new car. Oh, looks like he
you
has
saw?
an engine.
Oh, wow, he was all over the place right there.
Not sure what happened right there. It looks
He
like
just checked his Facebook in the middle of the race. Oh, he's lost something. He is sliding everywhere.
To me, he looks like he's lost steering up there. I don't know exactly what he's got going on right there, but
He is making his own path right now. I have no idea what he's doing.
he's coming back on the track. Maybe
Right. I believe he's lost maybe a tie rod.
that could be the issue. That was an interesting.
Line choice.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him for not wanting to quit, but there's just some things you can't drive without steering.
That's right. And it looks like he's finally pulled to the side of the track there. He's going to make the smart choice.
Yep, track official's going to go help him out, make sure we get him back where he's going. All right, so that makes that second wave. He is stretched out there big time.
Rusty Pipes out front leading the charge. That's going to allow. It looks like Remoreed is going to move into that next spot.
Yep.
Boodle still leading the way. And then it looks like you got Rich, Buckafusco, and Schroeder. Those are going to be your Vet 40 Plus NA drivers. And it looks like in your Vet 40 Plus Turbo Rusty Pipes,
I can tell you,
making short work of it.
I'm having fun out here with you today this Father's Day weekend. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be out here on this live feed with all you at home as well. And for all you that's hearing us here in the park, if you're on the live feed, you're not the only people that can hear us. We integrated our system, and now everybody in the park also gets to hear what you hear.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. We call it the world.
Yeah, we have fun. We're trying to just spread the stoke, have a good time.
Yeah, we enjoy doing this. I enjoy working with Matt. He's an okay guy, I guess.
Decent.
Yeah. He's a little sketch, but you at home don't have to get close to him.
Yeah. And, likewise, you have a great time. I've learned a lot.
Look at Mayo.
Yeah,
Mayo is still trying to find his way to the race course. Hey, buddy, you're lost. I need you to shut her down.
Looks like Mayo's going to try to get off the track
safely. We're just messing with you, picking at Mayo. When he goes back and watches some of his video, he's finding his way to a safe zone as directed by the track officials. He's not doing anything that's not orchestrated by management.
I gotta say, I do like that yellow look on that car.
It absolutely looks good, but it's a little deceptive because it's almost Can-Am yellow.
Yeah, I know. He said that was his thing. He wants to go yellow.
He told me he was going to keep them guessing like that TikTok.
All the time, yeah.
Never let them know your next move.
Yeah, right.
Buy a Polaris, make it look like a Can-Am.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bummer for Chad on that one. He'll be back in the main, though. We're sure to see that.
Oh, yeah. He was out front, too, man. He was killing it.
He was on the gas. There you see the 84 of Robbie Ellis.
If you're just tuning in with us, we are in the vet classes right now. We still got women's classes to go, as well as Youth 1000, and then we have the Pro Turbo. Turbo. Hey, I think we did that pretty well.
I know, that was good.
Almost as good as our slow-mo.
Yeah. Can't wait for everybody to see the slow-mo. I guess, we got a little confused by technology when they said slow-mo. We did slow-mo, and then...
Yeah, apparently they do that in editing.
Yeah, we can do that. You guys don't have to walk slow.
I told them if they could slow me down when they do the track footage, could they speed me up?
That's right. That's what they said. They said, you guys are going so slow, we're going to bump this up a little bit. I don't think we went that slow. I thought we were going pretty fast.
I felt like I was Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights after his wreck, and he comes back and he thinks he's flying.
Yep.
He's doing like 17.
Yep.
That's what I felt like.
That's me too.
All I can tell you is such beautiful cars of Carsonville and Marvinville. I just didn't want to break nothing because I do not want to fix it.
Me neither. I told Marvin before we even got in him, I said, hey, if you make fun of me for how slow I drive this, just remember, I don't want to break your cars.
Not a chance. Not a car of that caliber, not any car, anybody's race weekend.
At all.
We want to make sure that everybody has the best opportunity.
And then, Carson, super supportive guy Carson is. He left me a bunch of really motivational, inspirational notes.
Checkered flag is out.
Checkered flag is out.
Yes, sir.
Rusty Pipes, top spot.
Without a doubt. He already raced in this heat. He was getting the track dialed in his heat earlier from his other class. In the expert class, isn't that correct?
Yep. And it looks like there's Ellis taking the checkered flag.
Fantastic work.
Looks like Boodle gonna get the win.
This has been a good little battle out here. We had some bicycles and some saves and some different things going on. Chad Mayo, he, this is the vet class. He's getting a little older. He forgot to stay on track. So, don't know if he having some type of technical issue. Yeah. All right, I think we are, as soon as we clear this course, I believe what we need to do is we need to go over there and have another interview with Scott. I don't know why we wouldn't.
Scott's sitting up there on the hill waiting on us.
Yeah, he's over there. And Scott, just go ahead and take it away right now.
You got it, Scott.
Hey guys, I got Sean Murphy down here. It's almost like as these cars pull off the track, it's dustier than it is out on the track. What is the track like though?
Track's real fast. It's drying up well. Got a lot of good gription. The potholes are starting to get there, but it's just the heats. So we'll take a second place in the heats, and we'll see what happens in the MA features.
Well, I'm looking at these tires. The front tires are really, actually all four tires are really chewed up. Anything you might change for this afternoon compared to what you had now?
4 new tires.
Best of luck this afternoon, man. Sean Murphy, another guy, did his homework now, address it to the card in a little bit, be coming out for this afternoon, another one of the fast guys.
Yeah, back to you guys.
All right, we got a beautiful shot of the track right there, and you can see we're sitting in that production trailer up there on that hill.
Yep.
People out here enjoying the race with us, the people down on the awnings. It's starting to get close to lunchtime here, and they're firing up the Legend Steakhouse, and they have all the food trucks here. And boy, what are we gonna eat for lunch?
I don't know, but I'm getting ready.
Well, we got about, I think, 4 more
Races?
Yeah.
Until we take a break?
Yeah.
Oh, man, no way. We're moving through this day really fast.
We got the women's turbo and naturally
We got
aspirated.
youth 1K coming up next.
Got the youth.
And then we got our ladies.
Yep.
Turbo, naturally aspirated.
Yep.
And then we're going to dive right into pro turbo.
All right. Well, that's about.
All right, while we do another water break, we're going to get ready to throw to commercial.
So
But I don't know about you, Joey, but I'm going to go grab a water. What do you think?
We're going to water the track, and I'm going to water my throat.
I like it.
And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Not only in the Baja 1000 but in Ultra 4. It's on my daily drivers. It's their wheels are on everything that I drive, and I don't think I would go anywhere without them.
A ella le gusta, a ella le gusta, a ella le gusta, a ella le gusta. A mí me gusta. A ella le gusta. Baila me gusta. A ella le gusta.
Mami, mami, con tu body, este party es un safari. Todos miran cómo bailas, hoy tú andas con un animal. Mami, mami, con tu body, este party es un safari. Todos miran cómo bailas, hoy tú andas. Baila, mami, vente conmigo, así es, sola conmigo. Baila.
Might just go out. Might just go out. Might just might just go out to Cali and be on MTV. All pure work, you SoundCloud rappers ain't my breed. I say C's, homies shooting, I say G's. I know, I am overboard, see me jump overseas. Ego feeling like Texas, told these women don't test us. I got dimes here waiting, Kelly Kate and Alexis. No hands on the...
Here we are, 20 years later, still making horsepower, still increasing performance, and still making that official off-road sound. Now, we're stretching our strengths and reaching out for more, utilizing our experience with the strength of American steel to fabricate an entire line of HMF equipment designed to protect your ATV or side-by-side so you can stay focused on what's ahead. Bumpers, exoguards, racks, and accessories. HMF off-road equipment improves strength, expands capabilities, and extends reinforcement so you're prepared to get the job done. HMF, equipped to perform.
Welcome back, and we're going to actually take a quick break, send it over to Tennessee, listen in to what's going on there with the Ultra 4 race on the screen right now. So take it away, Tennessee Ultra 4.
Last time we were there, weren't we?
Yeah,
he
he's
was,
racing.
Well,
he did the Southern route.
double duty. He was doing short course, and then he did the rock bouncers in
That's
the 4400 car.
In the 4400, and he did it side by side.
Yeah,
Yes.
that guy's an animal.
Anything he could do, he was just out there. That was good.
Yeah, he'll be with us at Visions here in a little bit.
He's definitely becoming a fan favorite of people that have not known who he was in the rock announcer world. Like Miles has said, we've always heard his name and knew who he was, but we weren't sure, all about him. Oh, Dustin Robbins and James Cantrell just came through. They were bumper to bumper. You can see on screen the drag race going into the Bronco Boulders.
And I'm just getting some race-off information. It looks like Brian Stone has a broken spindle and knuckle, so he's going back to try to get parts, but it's going to be tough for him to get that back. And, that's Cody Martin. I did see it. So, yeah, Cody Martin having some part issues as well.
Look at
so
the
we'll
dust,
see how that
Miles.
shakes out. Man, the dust is thick down there for sure.
Well, and Brian Stone was on his lid earlier, too, so more than likely something happened within that little rollover.
And Scott Rains at Mid-America Outdoors right now tuning in, and they must be between races. He's enjoying it, so thanks for tuning in, Scott. Looks like Josh Spots is there, Damian, Kitty, Jared, Casey Park. So we got a lot of people tuning in all over the place. So thanks for tuning in and checking out all this amazing racing here for the 4-Wheel Parts Teardown in Tennessee at the Adventure Off-Road Park.
It's awesome to see that Scott made it there. We were wondering if he actually made it because he was having issues getting his flight. It got canceled. He had a whole, over 24 hours he had to wait in Houston.
That sounds miserable.
Travel these days is a lot
It's
of
always
fun.
something, isn't it?
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, definitely. We have some drivers walking back this way. Oh, and look at that. That is awesome.
So Adam Kinnett is broke, too. I hate to hear that. Oh, no, there's Carson Atkins.
Wow.
So we got a lot of broken cars. There's Sarah Duffy on screen. Well, Drew, always a pleasure seeing you, buddy. Thanks for hopping in. I'm going to bring in one of our racers.
You're going to stay around, right?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Cool.
So there is Sarah Duffy out at the Rigid Ridge right now. So there is so much action going on everywhere out there. The attrition is definitely sitting in. I just saw Adam Kinnett give me the broke sign, and then right behind him is Carson Atkins. I flagged you over here.
Yep.
What's going on, man?
So I lost throttle.
Well, you can't go
throttle
anywhere
cable
without
broke.
that.
Yeah.
So you like a throttle cable then?
Yeah. Well, I fixed it. Went about 30 yards, and the car wasn't steering, and I lost the steering rack. So.
So no gas,
day.
no steering.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Definitely can't make it through the rocks without a steering or throttle pedal.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna.
At least it was cheap.
Yeah, no doubt. So I remember a few years back, it was Toby Price running a trophy truck, and they broke his steering, and he's running over 100 miles an hour with a shoestring on the throttle. I don't know if you ever saw that video or not, but that's pretty wild. Did you do something like that, or how'd you fix it?
Well, I got it fixed. I don't know how it happened. I thought I was going to have a tool, but I got it back in the little slot it goes in. And
so it just popped out of the little
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Well, that's a bummer because I know that car's new to you. You've tore it down, fixed a lot of things with it, and you're finding the little
we're getting the
gremlins,
kinks worked out of it, and we'll be ready for Mid-America.
Heck yeah, you're there for
weeks.
Visions, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you and your dad will get a home, tear it back down, and
yeah, it won't be much. The bolts is what came out of the steering rack.
So
That's
it is
all
an
it was.
easy fix. Okay.
So did you forget to tighten them down?
Nope. There's a.
I'm just kidding.
There's a brace. There's a brace that goes behind it that we need to start running.
Gotcha.
That'll keep it from loosening up.
I was just messing with you, though.
Yeah. I understand.
You got to laugh, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just part of it.
It's part of it.
But I see the smile, and
well, I was running. I think I was in fourth.
Yeah, you were running strong for quite a while.
Yeah, we was working up through there. Cars was just broke down everywhere. I was just trying to stay in the race.
Yeah, so let me catch you up. I'm going to catch you up on broken parts. So 49-18, that's Matthew McIntosh. He's out there broke on course, trying to stay out of the way but still moving. The number 926 is Tyler Gibbs. Self-recovering. Number 470, that is Adam Kinnett. We just said he's broke, and now, we got you, Carson.
Me.
So I just got a text that you're broke out there.
Just now. But
I just talked to the guy right up here.
That was Brian Stone they had on screen there just for a minute showing.
Tough break there, but
so what was your favorite?
And welcome us back.
All right, we are back. We just had a watering break. They're wrapping up some watering, and tell us a little bit about what we got left before we take our lunch break.
Well, we've got Youth 1K coming up next, but right before we came back on, we got to see a lot of the action going on there in Tennessee.
Man, I'm here to tell you, it looks like a great job by the production team down there. I was enjoying sitting there watching. I hope you guys at home enjoyed watching. there's a lot of carnage going on down there in them rocks,
Yeah.
as they suspected at the Ultra 4 race. JT Taylor put together a fantastic program and a race course down there. It was tight, had some rocks. People had some concerns about it. It changes your game when you talk about tires and parts and race pace. And being single track, it's important how you qualified. So there's a lot of elements that went into what's going on at the Ultra 4 racing today. They look like they're about to be at the end of the race for the UTVs.
Yep.
And looked like Jamie McCoy was out front, Jay Shaw in second, Mitch Wofford in third, and it looked like M. Park, I'm not sure who that was, followed by Dustin Robbins rounding out the top 5 there in Tennessee right now, currently at AOP in South Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what a weekend. We got to give it up to this production team. You guys at home are getting to see 2 big races, 2 different states, 2 totally different things going on. But you guys have all the action right there, wherever you are, tuned in. We're glad to have you. Joey and myself having a good time out here. Sweating a little bit, but you know what? We're making it.
It ain't too bad. We got a nice breeze right here on this hillside where we are, where everybody hangs out. We're just right there with those guys. And we absolutely having a blast.
Yeah,
and
having a good time.
We're already planning our lunch at the steakhouse.
Yes.
We're already going through the menu right now.
That's right.
We're going to go get our food.
That's right.
Go sit by the pool.
Yep.
I may even jump in for a few minutes before we come back and hang out with y'all this afternoon.
Well, look out. I like that idea. That's a good plan. Look at that beautiful shot. The fan zone there. Everybody hangs out underneath those in that white covered sitting area there. Joey and I are right behind it. You can see the production trailer on the hill. And if you look to your left, up there on top of the hill, you'll see that gigantic water park. Man, that thing is cool. If you're staying on property here and you have a cabin or you got an RV site, whatever, you have full access to the pool. And it's super cool. Yesterday we floated that lazy river. My little 3-year-old got to go up and play. We got a brand new splash pad up there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got
some awesome pictures there.
Yeah, smaller kids.
There's some good
like
pictures on your phone of me as well.
It was kind of weird. I woke up this morning, my wife texted me all these pictures of Joey. I'm like, what's going on?
When you ask me to take a photo with your phone, you can guarantee that the first thing I'm going to do is flip that camera, and you're going to get about 70 selfies real fast, and then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to video you and see how long I can get you to stand still.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the picture.
Well, I was very impressed. Your photos that came through to me this morning, they were very Zoolander-ish. You had that male model thing. Oh, Magnum. Okay.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it again.
There it is right there.
There it is.
You guys at home didn't get to see that. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, you missed it. Luckily, the cameras were not on us. They were not on us, which they could come to us, I guess. I mean, I don't know if we're that bad of a visual, but we try to represent Mid-America to the best of our abilities. And
yeah, we do.
Thankful for the opportunity. Right now, you see the drone shot flying in there, and they are flying over to our next staged class.
Yeah, we're getting ready. This is going to be Youth 1K, I do believe. And then after that, we got to give it up for the ladies. We're going to have our ladies' classes. They're going to take the course.
Who do you look to take some of those classes? I know we always are talking about Team Baco. They've got a strong front runner there. But then we also have Tewksbury.
Yeah, so, this is one of those weekends, we talk about this every once in a while with the team stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about the team stuff because Billy highlighted some stuff in the driver's meeting.
Yep, and there's definitely some people that are driving, their teammates that are here driving. I know Tewksbury, Mr. and Mrs. Tewksbury, Ryan and his wife, are not here this weekend, so Aliana will be partnered up there. And I do believe that Ryan's partner here, I believe it's I think Ryan's partner is Cheney, I want to say, but yeah, he's here this weekend. He's going to run the race for Tewksbury. Tewksbury's probably at home watching. I hope he can hear me right now. He sent me a message this morning. Hey man, it's hot. Can you give me a boat? So Tewksbury hopefully is watching on his phone, floating in the middle of the lake this weekend, enjoying Father's Day. He's a heck of a guy. And right now, I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, in this Youth 1K, here's what I'm thinking. If that camera pans a little bit to the left right there, I'm pretty sure you're going to see Carson Vale on the line.
He is all the way over there at the end.
And he is in the car that I drove yesterday. So
that's your car?
That's my car. I told him yesterday, that's my car. Someone tried to lean on my car yesterday, and we had to,
When it said Carson Vale, I almost thought you told me the car's for sale.
Yeah. It was yesterday. I sold it back to him at the end of the day.
That was kind.
Yeah.
For, of course, a profit.
Yeah, I made some money on him.
Yeah.
So, luckily he got
Whoa,
that
here we go.
Pantene
Good
Pro V
night.
sponsorship. Look at that.
I wasn't the only one sleeping on that start line.
Hey, I think Carson, that's not normal to see Carson back there, but yeah, he was sleeping a little bit there, so he's going to start in the 3rd spot. Who do we got making the charge going straight to the front there? That was a heck of a start for
Van
them.
Beekum going inside, ain't it?
Yep.
Carson.
Van Beekum, then you got Tremblay. Looks like Caraway had a little problem off the track a little bit. There goes Luke Meyer.
So one thing about these race cars with all the safety equipment and trying to keep them low, keep them, over center, balancing the cars, you cut out a lot of visual space. Carson and them did a really nice job with their cars, keeping it where you can at least see and manage to make moves. None of these cars you're going to be able to see side to side or behind you, but visually frontwards, it's important to have visibility.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, talking about that, because of the visibility and how harnessed into the car you are, that's why spotters are so clutch out here when racing's going on, so they can tell you where you are, who's around you, how much gap you got, different things. Cautions coming up on the track, anything they got.
So did Vail make a move? I'm trying to see right here.
Oh, he's moved into the 2nd position.
Yeah.
So it looks like right now that's the Leach.
Oh, Van Beekum, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. God, he's had some tough luck.
Whoa, Carson getting out there.
Hey, but you know what? Those cars are so stable. A tire didn't even lift. It just slides all over the place. And really cool cars. Really great concept. All right, so Leach and Vail, that's the story right now.
That is, but I'm telling you right now, I'm watching Carson. Carson's on the gas, and he is trying to track down Leach. He's picked up a lot of ground on him.
He's got plenty of race, too. Look.
Oh, yeah, inside line.
Leach went wide. Vail took the inside, so over the race line jump they go.
Oh, wasn't able to make the move yet. He's going to go outside and try to set him up in.
He's going to go in. And
wasn't able to do it yet.
So Leach, one thing I've noticed about Leach, his car is hooking up.
Really good.
Yes. I don't know what tires he's running, but whatever he's got going on, maybe some MRTs, Maxxis, something, he's hooking up.
Uh-oh. Carson is headhunting. He wants that top spot. Whoa, look at Carson coming down the hill, throws it into the slide. About halfway down the hill. That is a heck of a corner right there.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand how hard that is. I can't even walk down that hill.
No, that's about 60 to 70 degree slope.
Yep.
It don't look like it at home, but it is terrifying in a race car.
And when you send it into that slide halfway down, you're going down the hill sideways.
You're 45 mile an hour sideways, going down a 60% drop, and then it goes straight to flat ground, and all you can think is, I'm going to flip over.
Yep, exactly.
But somehow these cars are so capable that they handle it.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting yesterday to get a new perspective on the track running that car. And see how it actually feels. Like, it's great for us when we're sitting up here talking to have that kind of information,
Yeah, I have a new appreciation for the drivers. Wow, all I can say is the blind jumps, you've got to have guts.
Yeah, you do. And there's a lot of sections out here. This section right here, heading up the step up, like you come over the top of this right there, and then you're pretty much blind hooking it to the left. There's a little roller in that back section up there. And it drops down again. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely one of those times where you could feel your stomach every time just kind of lifting and going down like on a roller coaster for sure.
Oh, yeah, it was a good time, and can't wait for everybody at home to see some of the fun we had.
Yeah, it's going to happen soon.
So, listen, Vail has been searching for an opportunity on Leach. He's taking some wild lines. He's trying to go inside, outside, to the left of the tabletops, to the right. He's moving back and forth and coming in these corners. He's staying tight. Leach is actually running wider lines in all the turns, but somehow is carrying more pace.
Yeah, he's carrying more speed through the corners, and I think that's definitely helping him. You can watch pretty much the whole race. Carson has tried to find that inside line, and Leach is just
he's on rails.
Pedaled through. I mean, he is flying on the outsides and making it work.
All right, so this shot right now, I did not appreciate those jumps. I'm telling you, I underestimated those 3 jumps right there. And even the race line, you got to have some real guts to send it.
Big jump.
Big jump.
Right now on the screen, we're getting to see that's Luke Meyer and Caraway battling it out. Back out to the front. Leach still leading the way. Carson right on his heels. Looks like Carson comes into the corner, brakes super hard right there.
Yeah, and you know, one thing about Carson's cars that I learned is he's got good brakes.
Definitely got good brakes.
I never raced a race car with brakes before. Every time I ever build a race car, I'm always like, I'm not going to focus on brakes. I'm not going to need those. But the key is, and I learned this from Gas Monkey Garage, old Aaron.
Yep, Aaron Kaufman.
You're going to have big power. You got to have big stopping power.
That's right. Look at that. There you see. Oh, looks like chunking a rock right there.
I love the American flag, flying an American flag.
Van Beekem, patriotic as can be.
Yep.
So right now on the track, Leach leading the way, Vale running in second, Van Beekem in third, and then my buddy Tremblay running that 4th spot. There's Crown Racing's Ty Lukemeyer.
Crown Racing.
Toby Caraway.
They've got a great team up here.
His youngster right there running in that 6th position. And then we got Speaks rounding out the 7th spot on the track.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting excited, though.
Yep.
We got the ladies coming up next, and then after the ladies, it's Pro Turbo time.
So how's your feelings about Pro Turbo? I know Cody Martin's really had his head in the R&D better in his car.
You know, Cody is he's always putting in work. He always wants to get faster. I know Scott Champion, they've been working hard. He wanted to get some more speed out of his car, too. You know, all these guys, it's so hard to even say who's going to be where in that Pro Turbo class, because you got to think you got Cheney and Martin and Scott Champion and you know, Bako. I mean, Kanan. Like, there's just so many people.
Ash LaCroix,
boy, like Alabama boy himself. Like, there's so many people in that class. It could really, literally be.
Oh,
anybody.
what just happened?
Oh no! Look at Carson. That front left wheel.
Oh.
He's got an issue.
That's your fault.
I did that. I hope he's going to blame me. He's going to be like, dude, what did you do yesterday? You know what? I'm even more upset right now that he broke my car.
Yeah, that's your car. But let me tell you something. He ain't quit yet. He's trying to see if he can get through to the finish. I don't have my lap count on the screen, but I think that I saw a flag being held.
This is going to be the last lap, so he's got a long ways to go.
If I can hold this spot, it'd be interesting to see if he can hold on to that tire, because it is in bad shape.
Yeah,
But don't worry about Carson. Even if he has to go back and rebuild this whole car, he's got enough to rebuild 5. Is what we were told yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Marvin making it happen, and his team they'll get that thing dialed, get him back out there.
And providing drinks for the entire campground this weekend.
He was running around. They got 2 of these big old flatbed trucks with Gatorades on.
Sports drinks.
Yeah, sports drinks.
Sports drinks,
sorry. But they got their sports drinks, and he was literally just going around giving them out. Not even giving out 1 or 2. He was giving out like, hey, take 2 or 3 cases, take it home with you. Great family.
Yeah, he really took care of everybody on the hot weekend, and we appreciate those guys. So look, I'm looking back in there. Carson is still struggling, and he still hadn't lost that position yet. Is what's
Here
even
comes
crazier.
AAA.
So Van Beekem getting back in that top tier. He's in second now.
Yep.
What a way to fight. He fell as far back as the 5th and fought all the way back to second. That is a story. God, Vale just
He
sending
just
it.
jumped the whole thing with his front wheel.
He
about to fall off.
knocked it back into place. He's trying to hold this position. I'm sure Marvin is on the radio saying, hold this spot, because that's one more gate pick you don't have to worry about in this Youth 1K. He's still going to finish in the 3rd spot, which could be important. He could win the main and hold the 3rd, and he could win for the weekend.
That's right.
Oh, my gosh. Don't do this. It's down to the last second. Vale, he's going to do it.
He held on. Look, Tremblay's got a flat tire, too. So
what a battle.
That was incredible.
Carson Vale, I am proud of that kid right there.
Me too.
He's not a kid. He's a young man. This is a youth class, but he's no kid.
I already know what he's going to say when we go back over there.
That's all good.
Still going to send it, bro.
Yeah. He actually has a sticker. You saw it. Matt sat down and he's like, really? Looked up and it just says, just send it.
Yeah, just send it. his motivational message. I thought it was special to me, but apparently it's always in there.
All right, so Leach, Van Veekom, turn around with Vale, Tremblay,
Luke Meyer,
Caraway, and Speaks. I don't know what happened with Speaks there. I didn't follow the whole part of that. I was so excited watching that battle up front with Leach just absolutely putting a clinic on.
Guess what time it is, Joey?
It is women's time.
Time to do it for the ladies out here. We're going to get them lined up, Turbo and NA ladies.
So a lot of these ladies, just about every single one of them, honestly, racing another class. They mix it up with the guys, do well. Well, we saw Bree Seek and Josie Watkins and those girls running earlier, run at the front of all their packs. And Kendra, she races out there in another class, I believe, from time to time.
Expert Turbo.
So you got these girls, they're not just racing in the women's class. They're caliber, they race with anyone.
Anybody.
But we just offer a women's class just to have an extra offering, and they all take advantage of getting to race double, and good for them.
Yeah, it's more seat time, more track time. They love that. And I'm excited to see this one. We'll get to see, I believe, like I said, the teams will come into play on this one. So Aliana Baker will be driving for her partner this weekend, Lacey Tewksbury. That'll be cool to see. And then coming up in Pro Turbo, we'll get to see some more of it. We might have already had some other teammates and stuff out there driving this weekend, not sure.
Yeah, there's some others out there, but what Billy said at the drivers' meeting, I don't know if I covered it earlier, your teammate can't just race one race.
Yep.
They have to race a minimum of 3. So when you have a minimum of 3 races requirement, that means, all right, we're in round 4. And if you've not raced yet and it's round 4, you have got to start racing with your teammate because you're running out of time. All right, we just left the line.
Time to go back
Let's
to the
see what
track.
we got.
See, we get those little split seconds of the beauty that we offer up here. But now back out front.
All right.
That looks like Kendra Hoop.
Mid-America Kendra Hoop.
Mid-America Ambassador.
Uh-oh, what's going on up there?
Uh-oh.
Is that
That's
Tewksbury?
Aliana. Yeah, that is, that's...
She got spun out.
Got spun out at the top of the hill there.
Maybe in limp mode now. Oh, here we go. I hear it coming. Still a lot of race for a racer like her.
So this is going to be your...
Women's Turbo.
Women's Turbo.
Yep.
Kendra Hoop showing us how to get it done.
She broke out there and just run off, left everybody quick. There wasn't, like we said, looked like there was some collision or something going on. And something's still not quite right with Tewksbury's car, which Aliana Baker is piloting.
Yeah. Something. Oh, looks like Mary. Oh, no.
Two-wheel
Trying
drive.
to get it going.
When we raced, I felt like there was a shortcut I found right there where she's at now. You can turn left and just spin around and come on back. And I feel like it worked out for me.
I feel like the drone caught that perfectly when we did it.
We'll see. We'll get the video footage out there a little bit later on.
Kendra Hoop, Mid-America Ambassador, leading the charge. Smith running in second. And Ben and I in the 3rd position. Look at that, Jen Mayo in the 4th spot. And there is Crystal Rowden in that 5th position right now on the track. Rowden family is an awesome one. We've had some fun with them this year. Mom and daughter do some racing, and we like to instigate it.
They made some bets, and one of the bets was if the daughter won, she didn't have to do dishes or something. If the mama won, then the daughter had to do all the laundry.
All the laundry, that's right. That's right.
Well, the mama ended up doing the dishes and the laundry, from what I heard.
That's how it works. But I saw Mom. I think Mom somebody who had knee surgery.
She did.
She did.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting all recovered, gonna get back out here, but right now, right over the top of the 917, that's Kendra Hoop coming down that big hill.
So Aliana Baker has caught back up with the pack now. She is trying to overtake.
Oh no!
She did.
Do you see what I see?
Kendra Hoop may have smoked the belt on that landing.
Yeah, it looks like there might have been an issue there.
We got to get her Ultimax belt.
There is Aliana Baker.
Moving in. So that second spot right there, what's that car number?
Second position right now looks like 14.
Yeah,
Smith. Yeah.
Running a great race. Separated herself from that second pack. Oh, Mayo just got overtaken by Tewksbury.
That's Aliana Baker in Tewksbury's car. moving into that 4th position. Looks like finally got that thing going.
Now she's moving in, going to try to take over Nye.
Ben and Nye.
All I think when I see B. Nye is Bill Nye, the science guy.
The science guy.
My hero.
That's right. Look at that, heading in the back section of the track.
I am just impressed with Kendra Hoop. Wow, look how far out she is.
Half a track.
She is literally just making race pace whatever she chooses. She can cruise for the next couple laps, and she is confidently going to be your pole setter. Oh, no. That smoke, every time she goes to jump, we're getting extreme smoke. I think it's coming out of her exhaust.
We're going to see.
She's blowed an engine. So we're about to see Kendra Hoop have to dial this thing back. She has got something going on. When she's getting in the gas, as she rolls into the gas, she is blowing smoke.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But what this may allow is it may allow a unique opportunity for Smith to move into the top spot.
That's right.
And look at what's just happened as they come out of the backstretch now. Aliana Baker is confident in 3rd place.
Yeah, Aliana's making moves. Whatever happened there at the beginning slowed Aliana down a little bit, but not now.
No, not now. She's a fast racer. She's a skilled racer. She's been doing this
got a lot of
a few
time
years.
left too.
Yeah, there's 2 more laps. So
there you see Kendra Hoop.
She's
still smoking.
Yeah, but she's actually not moving slow. She's still race pace.
You know, that's one thing we've talked about a lot here, whether it's an engine, a wheel, a tire, whatever it is, no one, whoa!
It's getting slick up there.
Yeah, it is.
No doubt about it. And I think that's what got Aliana at the start. I don't think anybody really hit her. I think she just lost it. The power delivery between the turbo and her naturally aspirated car is 2 totally different machines.
Yep. And look at this. She's already moved into the 3rd position on the track.
Yeah, and she's running down 2nd right now, and so Smith can't be making any more mistakes like that. And, of course, they're both edging in on Kendra Hoop. She's given up probably 10 seconds of her lead.
There you see Jen MAO.
Yeah.
Looking sharp.
Now, remember, this is just a heat. If you're just tuning in, this is going to see them for their gate pick and how they're going to start. So you still have an opportunity in the main race. Even if you got a 3rd gate pick, it doesn't mean that you're at a huge disadvantage. Maybe it may not be the one you want, but you're all going to be on the front row, so it's all going to be hard racing at the end. So right now it's important that nobody's blasting their car and just overdoing it.
That's exactly right.
So
Kendra Hoop, Smith, Aliana Baker driving for Tewksbury.
So
that's a heavy team right there.
Yes, it is.
Lacey Tewksbury, Aliana Baker. That's a good one.
And the Tewksbury car is a beautiful car. We didn't think there was really anything wrong with it. I think it just took her a second to get her bearing straight. But, man, Aliana's hunted 2nd down right here, and they're both coming in on Kendra. So look at Kendra now.
She's dialed it back.
She had to. She is literally, I think, on the last leg of this engine.
And look, I believe there's still going to be another lap. So Smith.
Yeah, we're about to come in for
Tewksbury. Yeah.
So Tewksbury's car, which is being piloted by Team Baco, Aliana Baker right now, is about to make a move right before the race line jump, and she is probably going to be able to take it in the last turn before start finish if she sets herself up correctly. And she did. She's outside, going to go in. And what she's going to do right here, she's going to go inside, hope that Smith goes wide, and here goes the big move. And she
passed on the outside. That was a nice move.
Yeah, well, so what happened is Smith probably had radio communication and closed the door, but Aliana was carrying enough momentum to
carry it through the outside.
So right now, I want you to remember, Aliana Baker was dead last. Now Aliana Baker is back to first place. In Tewksbury's car.
Yep. Unfortunate. Kendra Hoop.
Yeah, Kendra Hoop.
One more lap left and just didn't have enough to.
She had a demanding lead.
Yeah. But she's being smart, right? She wants to figure out what's wrong with the car
maybe they get
and
back,
get in the main.
switch a turbo.
Yep.
Maybe it's just something on the top end. They got a couple hours. They can break the car down. Amazing things can happen. But the loss of power just even going up that hill right there shows me that there's a significant issue with the Kendra Hoop car.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Aliana Baker, she's now out front where she's accustomed to being, and she's feeling good. Looks great out there. Car's doing good, but Smith keeping her in sight. I mean, right there with her.
Yeah, not letting off the gas at all.
No.
Great race from Smith.
Yep, and MAO and them running a completion of the race. They're going to finish all their laps.
Absolutely.
Everybody's getting everything last fill before we go back this afternoon, and they'll be hitting the mains.
Yeah, the mains are going to be exciting. We won't have any more of the waves. There won't be any more 1 and 2 waves. We're going to pile them all in there.
It gets wild.
We're going to drop the...
And before the rodeo Western, we'll get Western up here.
That's right. Our phrase for the weekend is
what
let's
about
get
Aliana
Western.
Baker? Is she about to have to jump out and get in the women's natural aspirated?
I think that they're right. I'm not sure.
She's only running expert?
Not sure. We'll have to find out in a second.
Yeah, I don't know if she's only running expert NA or if she's going to get in on the women's NA.
We will surely find out in a second. That's a back-to-back. That's tough to do, especially coming out of a fire suit and this temperatures that we have out here today. That's a...
Well, you're driving one car and you just got out of it and you go get in a car that drives. It's a
Totally
different manufacturer, looks totally different, feels totally different, power's totally different. And to be able to do that, it's pretty amazing.
Impressive. Very
All right,
impressive.
So here we go right here. Aliana Baker.
Checkered flag is out.
Yep.
Big win. I mean,
maybe
Scott
can catch that interview. That'd be a sweet interview.
I think that'd be a good interview. Let's
She may
see.
not have time though.
No, I bet she doesn't because I don't see her stopping up there.
Yeah,
so
she
it looks
may
like
not.
she's,
She may not
maybe
have
she
time.
is racing next.
I don't know. Part of me thinks that maybe she was just focused on expert this season. I can't remember what she told me. All right, so look right here. Limping in Kendra Hoop in that 3 spot.
Hey,
That's
you know
how
what?
big,
That's
that's
a solid.
how big of a lead she had that she coasted the course the last 2 laps and still finished 3rd.
Still got the 3rd.
What an impressive first few laps from Kendra Hoop.
Yeah, that'll definitely help Kendra's starting position. So it's cool she was able to get to the end of this checker without getting overtaken, losing.
Yeah,
any more
and let's hope
spots.
she can get the car fixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're about to clear this course off real quick.
That's right. And it looks like these are women's NA drivers we see down here. It does look like that.
Yep, does appear to be that way.
We'll get the women's NA class headed out on the track here in just a second.
Yep.
And then right behind them, look, you never want to get up and walk away when the ladies are on TV, right?
Right.
But you really don't want to miss what's coming up next with the Pro Turbos. So
and they're going to water. They're going to water, I think, before
we are?
turbo.
Oh yeah. So we're going to take a brief water break. But if you need a sandwich, some chips, popcorn.
Hey, right now, the women's out here doing work. They're not going to make the sandwich for you. So
That's
you
right.
guys get off your lazy tails. It may be Father's Day weekend. Go make your own sandwich and get your chips and get what you need and get back over here in a few minutes. But I do not suggest skipping this race.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, this is a good class. So I don't have the list right here in front of me just yet. They hadn't handed it over, but we saw Watkins and Seek and all them in their respective classes earlier when they ran with the amateur NA.
Yep.
Or were they an expert NA? I get confused
Expert.
sometimes. They were an expert. They are experts.
Experts.
But they ran an expert NA, and then we'll see some of them back here today. I'm just trying to see the gate position. Looks like that's the 437 sitting on the outside gate right there. I don't see the 237 car.
There's a Singleton there to
Yep,
the far
Singleton,
right. Team
yep.
360 car.
Team 360. She's ready to go. And she's got a good gate right there, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I like that spot because of the way the turn veers towards you.
Yep.
And you're set up outside, and it sets you up when you come down that hill, you can be back to the end.
It's one of those lines where you're on the inside like that. I almost feel like once you make that, like, you make a slight right turn, and then you're almost a straight shot up the hill.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So, putting the power down, going to try to get to the top. And we are about to see it. Staged and ready. We're just waiting on that green flag.
Oh, yeah. All right, there's our list right there. Bree, Seek, Graham.
McGuire, Helms, Rowden, Singleton, Patiska, Yoshimoto,
Watkins, Boodle,
Luke Meyer, and Broker.
There it is, Broker, Shaylee Broker. We can't count her out.
Always in the mix. Who's it going to be going up to the top of the hill there?
So Yoshimoto's in this as well.
Yep.
All right, what do we got right there? Okay. the 437 cars out there. Team 360, Singleton in third.
Solid start right now out on the track.
Great job.
That looks like Helms, Seek, and Singleton, 1, 2, and 3 on the track right now.
Yes.
And we're going to get our second wave. Look at all the ladies in women's NA.
I love it. Absolutely
Awesome.
love this class. And, man, the competition's pretty fierce.
It is. It really, really is. And, you know, there's some new names I'm seeing that are popping up out here. So we've seen some, you know, Yoshimoto in the 170s. Now we're starting to see Yoshimoto.
Mama's out here.
Mama running, yeah.
Mama.
That's awesome.
Oh, they're on the inside edge of that. Interesting.
Who is that coming down the hill right there in that second wave that's going to get?
237, Bree Seek.
That's right. None other.
All right, look at that change right there. Owen got it back. Owen back again.
Yeah.
That is 3 changes positions.
Inside.
4.
Oh!
4. What a battle right there between that RS1 and that Yamaha.
You know, I'm just sitting here feeling a little intimidated watching that battle. I think all of those ladies would show us how to get it done.
Man, you should have switched it up like that, but those cars were too pretty.
Yeah, I know. I was a little worried about that.
Look at Singleton out here holding third.
Yep, looking good.
Great job. 360 driver.
Helms still out front, showing us how to do it. And then Seek running in second.
So Helms, I called Josie a minute ago. I apologize. I said the 237 was Seek, but that's going to be Josie, I guess.
Yep.
Those cars are so similar, and the only difference is a little bit of color on the cage. But they drive, these girls are friends, is what I've been told, and they drive very similar. The cars are built the same, and it shows. They do a fantastic job out here and always charging the front. As you see right now, if you're here live, you're seeing on the back stretch, that 237 car is running away with it.
Right, out, looking smooth. But I think we got a battle shaping up back here between Helms and Seek. It's only a matter of time before Seek comes running up on the tail section of that car in the first position right now, and then we're going to have a 1 and 2 battle in that wave number 1.
Yeah, but you know, Singleton's just holding in there steady. They're not really pulling too far.
No.
So if anything happens to either one of those cars, a tire, a belt, motor, anything, Singleton's ready to move up.
Ready to capitalize for sure. That's why it's important. You always got to race it all the way to the checkers. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Something's going on with the Yamaha over here on the second wave. I see them speeding up and then going slower. I'm not sure if they've got an issue, maybe where they're worried about spinning out.
There's that 237 leading the way.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Josie Watkins with Shaylee Broker charging.
Oh, yeah, Shaylee's she's definitely charging hard in that second wave. You know, she has a lot of experience. I don't know if it's that car. It may be, we can look after the fact, that may be my old RS1 that ended up in their hands. And then the turbo RS1 I was telling you about also is in the broker village as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do with it these days. But
basically what you're saying is they like to buy your cars because you
they don't get them from
cars.
me. I sell them to other people, and then they end up finding their way to Caleb, and Caleb gets 5-star tuning to take care of it.
Yeah.
And this car that Shaylee's driving right now, 5-star definitely did amazing tuning on it. Changed the game for that program as well. All those Warpath racing cars, and doing a fantastic job. And if 5-star's listening in, we miss you. Wish you were here with us. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
He'll be out here for Visions. If you're just tuning in, we'll tell you about Visions. It's coming up in under a month, a few weeks away. We got some action-packed days of racing. You don't want to miss out. Check out the website. Check out social media.
Get the app.
Get the MAO app. We absolutely are gearing up and ready. Everything's full system go as we are nearing the second inaugural Visions event.
Getting excited.
Annual. I said inaugural. That means first.
Yeah, that's not.
Can't do that.
Annual.
We've already had. Well, it's the inaugural 2022.
That's right.
The first one this year.
Yeah.
For Vision.
Yeah, that's right. You got that part right.
Hey man, listen. If you try hard enough, you can make anything right.
Anything. Right now, your women's NA class, all the action on the screen.
Look at this battle right here. Oh, something happened to that car.
Oh, no.
No, this is unfortunate. Rolling backwards on race course. Wow. I hate to see that for any competitor. Josie just waving as go by. Sorry about your luck. I got a race to win.
That's right.
Shaylee's going by.
Flaggers are out there throwing the flags for the local caution, trying to keep everybody safe on the track. Safety is our top priority.
Without a doubt, it goes into everything we do. It's always at the forefront of planning, and just the track safety team and everybody out here has done a fantastic job all the way down to the tech inspection. And it's one big system, and it all has to work together.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Helms has turned in some really fast lap time, about 3 seconds faster than anybody on the track right now. So great drive for Helms.
All these racers doing a fantastic job. We're going to see if we can get this racer into a better position, a little more safe.
White flag is out.
Look at Singleton holding on there.
I love the color. Where do you think that color inspiration came from?
Maybe from a van I saw.
It's still different, so I'm not going to take all the credit there, but I feel like the van has become
we got
popular.
another one on course with a flat tire
Yep,
right there.
we saw that.
Mapping their way through.
And you know what? I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
this is last lap.
This is the last lap. So I'm sure that flat, we'll see if that flat's gonna hurt that driver for sure, but benefit anybody else. We'll see who can catch up. Last lap, gotta make it count right now. There you see that driver trying to make the corner. It's hard to drive these things with flat tires. So when you see someone out here driving with a flat tire and they're able to finish the race and still hold positions and stuff like that, or jump a jump as big as Carson Bell did earlier, it's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. All right, they getting this UTV moved. Oh, run over the strap a little bit. All right.
Caution is cleared now.
All right, so
Back
our
underway.
leaders are about to come back down the back stretch.
The ladies
getting after it.
They are.
I know I've been quiet, but I'm really just sitting here watching three different
amazement.
battles at one time. But I tell you, I sure am proud of your leader in the first wave, and I'm really proud of Singleton.
Yeah, I am. All these ladies have put in a heck of a drive out here today. Very impressive, and you know, even look, Singleton coming around the backside of the track there, looking nice and smooth.
Yes.
And it looks like our leader Helms is going to be coming around right now. Checkered flag is flying. There it is. Helms takes the checkered on that one.
Great job. Followed up by
Reese.
Third place.
Look at that shot of the Team 360 car there with the Singleton driver. Absolutely killer work by our drone crew out here this weekend. They're providing these awesome shots for everybody at home. And there you can see that car with a flat tire. Singleton goes around clean on the outside. One more corner. Singleton's going to hit the finish line and take that third position.
Great job.
Great driving. Absolutely incredible driving from the Singleton.
All right, they made
crew.
it on that flat tire. They made it. Oh,
There's
man, look at
237.
Shaylee Broker. She has broke a radius rod in the rear, it looks like. The tire's flopping inside out. She jumped it anyways. It went all the way outside, then folded back underneath. It's the back driver's side tire.
Oh, look, it straightened it up a little bit there, but
yeah, it's very sketchy right now.
barely on there.
She's just trying to get to the finish line. Oh, she jumped again. What bravery is all I can tell you.
I feel like that's the only way. I feel like if you're a broker, you have to go for broke. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? We got Scott with an interview. Scott, take it away.
You look way too clean. Hey guys, I just off camera a moment ago. I looked at her. I go, Caitlin, you look way too clean. That's what happens when you finish up front. Hell of a run out there. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this. I gotta go there. In this kind of heat, gives a whole new meaning to heat racing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I need water ASAP. I drenched myself in water before I went out there.
What was it like out on the track?
It was actually really nice. There were some areas that were slick, but it was perfect, honestly.
Are you able to take any kind of homework from this event and turn it around and adjust this car for this afternoon?
Yeah, I think we'll probably tighten up the shocks in the back end, but it ran great.
I tell you guys, this is confidence right here. She doesn't look like she's sweating. She doesn't look like she's tired or hot or any of that. This car looks like it's almost ready to go. So good luck this afternoon, Caitlin.
All right, looks like we are back, and I had misspoke earlier. I had said that we were going to water. I think they made a executive decision. I am not the race director, and I am not a track specialist, and it did hold up after that class, so they decided they're going to go ahead and run Pro Turbo, it looks like.
Oh, here we go.
Well, we got to get this one right here off the top of the course.
We got one person on the track. We'll have to get that clear.
Yep. Looks like she lost a whole front tire and the other side too. Maybe a steering rack folded them in.
Are they going to possibly get a sight lap right here? What do you think, Joey?
They might. Sometimes they let these guys do that. I'm not really sure what they're going to do, but we've seen them do things like that before.
Got them loaded in right here. Looking at this line.
Yeah, this is a stacked up heat, so you're going to read that right there?
I will do it. Cheney, Boodle, Beavers, Baker, Huddleston, Clifton, Hughes, Rimmereed, Tewksbury, Martin, Corbin. They changed it on me. Did you see that?
Yeah, you missed Champion, Baker.
Yep, Champion, Baker. A couple others. We'll go through it again once they get them back out there. But
Rowden.
Yep.
Graham, Boodle, Yoshimoto.
That's different class.
I'm just kidding, man. They went back to the women's.
But
you were about to say, are they really going to race with them?
Well, I was just thinking that some of these, some people are going to be a little scared. They're fast.
Yeah, I know that's right. So if you look at the bottom, you got looks like Edmonds, Cash LaCroix, Vanover, Willis.
Yep.
Corbin.
Martin,
Tewksbury, Champion, Rimmereed, and then I think you got all the others.
So we'll have to figure it out.
So we got young guns in here. Let's
misspoke
talk
if we
about.
got-
Let's talk about.
If you guys want, Tennessee's actually watching us. If you want to welcome them in.
Hey,
We'd like-
Tennessee's here.
Tennessee in the house. We'd like to welcome y'all to our live feed. We've been jumping on yours, and now y'all are jumping on ours. Really cool technology being done by the Ultra 4 and the Mid-America teams this weekend.
Smart people.
We are at halfway point for our race day today. I know Ultra 4 was ahead of the schedule with us, and we are happy to be able to tune in and see all the racing action down there. When we tuned in last, we gave you the top 5 for the UTV, so go over those pages and check out and see who won there. Remember to share their feed and our feed.
Absolutely.
If you're watching the Ultra 4 feed, you can still take a second and share the live feed here for Mid-America, and let's grow our reach together. So we've been having a lot of fun. We want to report everybody staying safe here.
Yep.
And we are definitely enjoying Mid-America facilities and having some fun up here by the pool, and we're about to go eat at the steakhouse and have some fun. So if you're watching the Ultra 4 live feed and you've never been to Mid-America Outdoors, we encourage you to please come on over and hang out with us sometimes. We would love to have you.
But Joey, first, before we do any of those cool things like go eat lunch or get back in the pool, Pro Turbo, man.
Pro Turbo. So we talk about this. before the race day even starts. We're always excited to see how this one shakes out because the competition is so stacked.
And I'm just looking at these drivers sitting in the gates, right? And I'm looking at who's in which wave. So they're going to have two waves.
I thought I saw Cheney on the second row. The way the drone is sitting right now, I can't be certain, but it did look like he was sitting on that second row. This is anybody's race.
I just want to talk about the fact that Champion and Martin and Willis, all these guys, are they all going to be in the same heat? That's what I'm curious about, right? You got some fast guys. You got Cash sitting up there.
Well, I can tell you this. There is definitely a element around Pro Turbo where everybody respects each other and knows they're fast. They know their car's fast. There is a mutual respect given, and they don't jaw off a whole lot. They keep it real professional, pretty tight-lipped. They're kind of even secretive to the point where they ain't telling nobody, yeah, I made this adjustment, that adjustment, I got you this time. There's really not a lot of that. It's real quiet, real professional. Let's leave it all on the track.
That's right. But there is a super, lighthearted fun side to these guys. We got to see that a little bit last time with, Scott and Cash going back and forth in their interviews and kind of dishing it out to one another. But here we go, Pro Turbo.
All right.
Headed up the hill. Look at Zach Beavers. And that's Kyle Cheney. Kyle Cheney was on the front row.
Look at this.
Ooh, they are battling right there.
He was in that other slot, so that other car.
Man, great start for Zach Beavers. That was a really good run right there. Looks like Jeb Boodle in the third position. There's Kane and Baker in that fourth spot. Man, there comes Mitchell Huddleston, the 124 machine. Looks like he may have had a little issue on the start.
Yeah, so very tight for that top four right there. That is going to make for some interesting racing as we're getting ready for wave number 2.
Yeah, it's about to get Western before it
so
gets
that means
Western,
we're about to see Cash LaCroix,
right, here
Champion.
They come. Oh, Cash had to check up on the start. He's going to be starting from the back. There's Cody Martin in that second wave. He goes right to the front. But look who's behind him. There's that 184 Scott Champion getting into position. But look at Corey Willis in the PPEI car.
Yeah, but what about Cody Martin with the smart moves?
Yeah, Cody, he's getting out front. Look at the speed that Cody Martin's car is putting down going up into that Talladega right there.
Was that a Tewksbury car somebody's running for him?
That's a team driver that's out there. I'm not exactly sure. We said who we thought it was, but we'll find out who that actually is. But right now, the battle. Kyle Cheney, wave number 1.
Kaden Baker has moved into third in the first wave.
He got around Boodle, and 100%. Now he's working on Zach Beavers. I know Zach Beavers is fast. He's going to try and hold him off big time right here.
And Beavers is fast too.
I want to say this may be the best position that Beavers has ran out here at Mid-America, so he's definitely going to want to hang on to this.
Yeah,
it's
and
going to help him in the main.
The car is performing flawlessly. He got out of the hole. He's coming out of the corner strong. And, I mean, Kanan's got a fast car. We all know that. He can't pull on him on those big corners.
No, but let's go back to the second wave and look at this battle. Scott is all over
Cody Martin.
All
right, so also you got to look at.
Oh, look at that. It's not Scott. It's Corey Willis. Yep. He made the move. Yep. Corey running in that second position. He got around the 184 Scott Champion.
So Cash LaCroix got a bad start and spun out or something and had to swow up. He was at dead last, a good bit behind everybody. He already closed one spot. I'm excited to see if he can get up there and maybe get past the Tewksbury car and one other. But there's still a ton of race left.
There's a lot of racing left. Cash super fast. I'm just impressed. Look at Corey.
Baker went wide and gave it back to Beavers.
Oh, there it is.
Gave it right back.
Well, we're gonna get to watch. Oh, whoa!
We need somebody.
Down here quick on the track.
Yeah, the driver's moving around. We're getting over here safely to him.
That looks like the 88 of Edmonds.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, and we'll get you a report on that, and we'll make sure that the driver is okay. Unfortunately, he did leave the track, and we'll check on all of that. Right now, we've got.
Look at the battle. Look at Cody Martin on 2 wheels. That gives it to Corey Willis.
And that also allows Scott Champion to close into both of them.
That is. And you know what? It didn't look like anything wrong there. Clean racing. Someone just rocked up on 2 wheels.
Yeah, definitely did. Definitely did.
Look at this out up here. We got Beavers, Baker, and that looks like Boodle.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot going on. So
whoa, they're hooked up. They got two of them hooked up.
Oh, Baker is dragging one of them.
Yeah, that's Boodle. That's the 41 of Boodle right there. We'll get the camera flip back around where we can see them. They're going to go under caution right here. This is a major caution, so they are going to have to slow. You cannot advance a position. You cannot pass.
Position, 15 mile an hour, no passing, no position change, none of that. So look, they are still getting aggressive.
On it, right?
Yeah.
Boodle's sitting right there just waiting. He wants to be the one to jump first. So he doesn't get the jump.
Kyle
Cheney, check this out.
Kyle Cheney, it looks to be like he's running the fastest on race course right now in that first wave. He's running by himself. The story is Bako fighting with Beavers, but also carrying around the 41 car.
He did. Look at the back end of that car. It's completely torn off.
When they got hooked up, unfortunately, it looks like he grabbed a tire, so Boodle lost that tire.
And look at this. The caution has allowed Martin and Willis to bunch back up together, so we're about to see what's going to happen here. But I'm telling you right now, Corey Willis in the PPEI car is looking fast right now, Joey.
So Cash LaCroix also playing up on that caution.
Yep.
Was able to close in, and he has now got two.
Oh, we got a battle right here.
Cody Martin's
going to make the move. Wasn't able to get it done. He's going to set him up right here.
Big move.
He's going to try to go inside. Look,
bicycle.
There, just like that. Same thing happened to Cody, and that allowed Corey to get around. Now happens to Corey, and Cody's back in that top spot.
Great move by Cody Martin.
Great driving. Great heads-up driving.
What
right
a wheel man. Look at this. Cash LaCroix taking 2 spots over right after that caution.
He's going after that Tewksbury car now.
That is right.
But I'm telling you, look, we're about to see.
Oh, we got a spin out right here. I don't know if the camera caught it, but he went all the way around.
What we're about to see, though, is you're about to see Cody Martin and Corey Willis are going to get mixed up with some lappers here in just a second, or some actual drivers from heat, the wave number 1, and that is going to play a big part in this. Let's see what happens.
So Bako got by Beavers and has broke away. Beavers got something wrong with the car. You hear it?
Yep, I can definitely
Listen to
hear
that
it.
tire slapping on the Boodle car, who's actually in front of Beavers somehow. Boodle passed Beavers with no tire.
There
Wow.
you can see everybody still going to that caution and slowing down, not advanced position, doing their right speed. There you see 21 Kanan Baker.
Everyone
about to
respected
take
the
off.
caution like they should.
Man, I'm just telling you, it looks like Corey Willis may have had an issue because there you see Scott Champion, that 184. Scott's been relatively quiet in this race. We hadn't heard a lot from him.
He was been running third the whole time.
He's about to capitalize and move into this. He needs to make the pass now. There he does. They're going to have to slow down and go caution.
Yeah, everything has changed with this caution right here.
Cody Martin made the move, got back in front.
Scott in second now.
Scott's in second. That'll give them both a good choice of a gate pick. We'll see their lap times here in just a second. Cheney is flying. He's got a 2:06, fastest person on the track right now.
Oh,
I believe Cody Martin and them are running 2:07s. So Cheney's on the gas for sure.
So there's traffic for Scott. I don't know that he's got enough time to still run down to catch back up to Cody Martin.
Yeah, he's going to have to get around these guys and try to make some moves fast. It looks like right now, there goes Scott. He's going to take that outside line. Gets one of them. Needs one more. Oh, right in front of him. We got to roll over back on all fours. Let's see. Give it to us. Give it to us.
Come on,
Put in
drive
gear.
out.
Put in gear and let's go.
Oh, I don't know.
May not happen this time around right there. There comes Cash LaCroix, going to get around that driver, slowing down, making sure he's smooth. So right now, Pro Turbo, the way we see it on the track, you got Cheney, Martin, and Champion are your 1, 2, and 3s on the track based on lap
I
times.
cannot believe Boodle is holding on with no tire ahead of Beavers.
Yeah, Beavers was on rails, so they're going to have to, I believe this race is actually going to go through the checkers in caution. That's white flag. One more lap. Kanan Baker taking the white flag right there.
I'm going to be honest with you. Kanan Baker is closing on Cheney a little bit.
He is. So Cheney is leading your wave 1. Kanan Baker in the 2nd position, with Boodle running in that 3rd spot.
Yep, that's exactly right. So Cash LaCroix has an opportunity to advance a position in this next lap. He's been running in. He was in 7th.
Yep.
He went 6th. Now he's in 5th. If he can run down the PPEI car,
Maury
Willis, he'll be moving into 4th. But I am stunned by the endurance of Boodle.
Yeah, no doubt. Boodle, I mean, literally a minute ago we watched Kanan's car was dragging that car. And now he's still out there charging super hard.
Yeah,
Cody Martin, his car looks sharp. He's out there charging super hard right now. Cody wants this win. He wants to get a really good gate pick for the main. He knows how crucial this is.
That's right.
Cody and Kyle and Scott, all these guys are in a battle for the championship here in Pro Turbo. So they're looking to get the best they can when they come in this main. They want to take home the win today for sure. So
Cash has got a flat tire. That's what he's battling. So you've got Corey Willis and Cash both with back right rears.
Yep.
On the track right now, there are 4 cars with missing back right tires. It's impacted Willis. It's impacted LaCroix. It's impacted the 88 of Edmonds that wrecked. He's got one, and then there was one other that I saw. Oh, Boodle.
Boodle, yep. Right now.
So something on this track is killing everybody's back right tire.
Yeah, so there's some spot, but look at that. Checkered flag is out. There's a 191 Kyle Cheney taking the win in Pro Turbo.
Yep, and it's going to be followed by 2nd place, Kanan Baker.
K-Man.
Hey, what just happened over there is, did Cody Martin fall all the way back to Beavers? Turn around and look at your backside right here coming to us. Edmonds out front, or I'm sorry, Boodle out front. Martin fell back, and Beavers took him.
What?
What did we miss? And where is Scott?
I actually think what happened is Cody Martin just passed all the way up into wave number 1.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So Cash LaCroix is trying to take Corey Willis before this finish line, both with flat tires, just so he can get one more step up on that gate pick or maybe get on that front row. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but they're both moving with flat tires. He can't pass in caution, so he's got to make the move right now.
It has to happen before the jump.
Nope, it will not be enough.
Nope, they're not under caution anymore.
Oh.
But I think that played a part. I think they were still concerned about that.
Yeah.
And that allows Corey Willis to take that checkered flag right in front of Cash.
All right, so I'm just going to throw out some names right here, right now. Looks like Cody Martin was your fastest man.
Cody Martin, a 2 flat.
Yep, and then Cheney, champion.
Hey, we got an interview, Joey. Let's send it up there to Scott real fast. I believe he's got Kyle Cheney.
Oh, awesome.
Up there, we're talking off camera that you're not sure if you had the fastest lap time due to a yellow flag area. But what was the track like this afternoon?
Oh, they did a great job with the track. You know, it's been hot, you know, all day, and they watered it all night. You know, there wasn't really much dust out there. It was really good. Track was really good. There was caution every lap. Every single lap there was a caution. We couldn't really even get around the track without a caution. Like I said, they do like a combined time together, and I'm pretty sure I probably don't have it because we got into a yellow flag the last lap that the second group didn't get a catch. So, you know, either way, we got a good starting position. So, you know, we won our heat, and we'll have a good starting position for the main.
Is the heat affecting you guys out there at all?
I mean, it sucks when you're sitting back at the pit. You're in the pool, it's great.
So, well, were you able to take anything from the, I'll call this qualifying, to put to the car this afternoon?
No, my car was really good. I felt like it was really good. We had plenty left in the tank to go, so you know, we had a good lead and just kind of cruised.
Did you happen to notice that there's 3 cars, maybe even 4 cars out there, right rear flat tire? Does that kind of concern you a little bit? Was there one spot in the track that was causing this, or just the right rear is just chunked up the way it usually is?
Yeah, there was a big hole out there in the left-hander. I just made sure to go through it really smooth, especially once I got a good lead. I was just really smooth in the corners where I thought could puncture a tire.
Well, best of luck this afternoon. Time to put this thing in and do some homework and get it ready to go for this afternoon.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Kyle Cheney, guys, keep your eye on this man. That's where I'm putting.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. congratulations on your number 2 spot. See you at Visions. Awesome. Well, congratulations again. All right, over here into our number 1 spot in the single seat, all by lonesome out there on race course, Jeremy Blackburn. Awesome job out there.
Thank you.
Who do you have for getting you up here today?
Well, like always, thank Savior Jesus Christ, without God, I don't know my speed. Thank God for allowing me to race. Big shout out to Nate Martinez. This one is an actual gas brake machine out there. Also like to thank the Bandits, the suspension. They said finish ready to run, but after this race, I am going to have to upgrade my suspension. This track needs the brakes on.
Well, you did awesome out there. Got you out here on the number 1. Did you have any flats?
No flats. Got lucky.
That's a good thing. Cars are an issue out there. But congratulations. See you.
Yes, I'll be a Visions.
Awesome. Obviously, we are wanting all to be out there. So congratulations again. 4900 Can-Am stock production class. Jeremy Blackburn, Aaron Lynch, and AJ Stratman.
No matter what, it's never an easy event, and it never will be, and that's what makes King of the Hammers King of the Hammers. Tire choice is everything. I mean, to have a tire that's reliable and consistent and drives well out in the desert, but yet when we get to these crazy rock sections, still has grip and performs, and we can hit these sharp, jagged edge rocks and not have a problem, is what we need. And the Rockzilla is definitely our second to none when it comes to the UTV tires. And it just speaks traction. It's got big lugs hanging off the side. It's got big lugs down the side of the sidewall of the tire. If you're gonna look for something that makes traction and is gonna grip in rocks and dirt and everything, you look at a Rockzilla and go, man, that thing looks like it's gonna do the job right there.
Your usual self?
Please. The sound of a 1000cc turbo engine cranking at 8,000 RPMs just got better. HMF, the official sound of the off-road.